Imagine being born in 2024. Bro missed everything. There was a fight at yesterday's fire drill, and someone was recording on a Chromebook. Black people this, white people that. How about I take your skin off and see what people call you then, huh? What are you even talking about? Adam, can you give us a whimpering audio? Can you give us an audio of your dad saying he loves you? I think that would be more groundbreaking and rare. Can we please normalize pooping? I've been holding it in for so long. No. I don't want to be rude, but is that an appendix surgery scar? Mine looks like that as well. My ex-boyfriend stabbed me. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth. Let's normalize not showering. I shower once every 2 weeks, and I don't smell. Hygiene is a Western concept that we should reject. /serious. Holding the back of the dress with your other hand to tighten it is so real. Girl, I have one arm. Lol, I would cry. Not the balloon. Balloon was a personal attack. I would never leave my house again. I am not charmed by this gluttonous fellow who even declines airdrops, bro. One time I accepted it and got sent a dude doing stuff to a chicken. So, what? What do you mean? Stuff. Well, I do know what's... Whoa. Cleanse my antipsychotics with me. This is why you take them. Me replying, no worries, to something that is very much worries. F in men stands for funny. W in women stands for wonderful. Accidentally locks myself out of my house. Shit, guess I gotta stay in your place. What? TikTok is not real, because tell me why this girl caught her boyfriend cheating. So he started flashing his phone light in her face to trigger her epilepsy. Dads be like, go help your mother. Bro, go help your wife. I did help my wife. I helped her create a slave. Now go help your mother. I forgot to change the title. Lab report to see. If poison expires, is it more poisonous or no longer poisonous? How I feel after cyberbullying a random 8-year-old on Roblox. Nah, chill bro. Alex Thomas, Sunday, October 29th, 2027. Head-on car collision. He looks like he whimpers. When my teacher calls me by my government name instead of the Omega Alpha Wolf Supreme. To be honest, if I was a time traveler and got sent back to 200 AD, I don't think I would be able to add any value to society. Yeah bro, we had cars and stuff. I don't know how to make them. How do we use that electricity? I don't know. I would just sing every song ever and claim it was as my own and go down as the best songwriter of all time. I don't get it. How is this possible? Nothing is impossible, my friend. Imagine a new color then. Well, that was unexpected. I hope you go missing. You didn't answer Olive Garden for months. Doesn't matter. You don't matter. I'm sorry I said that. I didn't mean it. This is what happens when you ignore a service dog. Is my career a joke to you? Doctor, you have 3 days left to live. Thanks. You too. Crazy things I see when I'm delivering packages. Done saw a Cybertruck today. Bro's driving a microwave. Put your phone away. Class is about to start. Here before it blows up. Can anyone explain why the weights feel heavier in Europe? Because it's in kgs, not hamburger per eagle. This kinda looks like my father, who died in a tragic accident 3 years ago. I love it though. Thanks. Sorry about your father. Lol. Get better. Me to the kid at the airport who wouldn't stop pointing at me and yelling,
"What's wrong with it?"
Teachers, after punishing the whole class just because one student couldn't shut their mouth. And that one student is me. I'm at your window. Oh, I'm going to touch you. When your bipolar playlist is on shuffle and you forget you're sad. Herobrine is chilling in the back. Nah, we all got that one parent that gave birth to us. It's always females giving birth too. Not for long. Excuse me. Fun fact, pirates were gay. Many of them fell in love after being on a ship for that long, and no one could stop them because they were at sea. Who's gonna be the yar to my har? This year's winter in Europe, feel like. And it's still so effing cold. Ain't no way bro said effing. My mum said if I curse word one more time, she will lock me in the basement with Freddy Fazbear. School be making me rethink life. Bro is a wind chime. I love when it's autism and all the leaves start to change color. Mr. Beast commented, I have a yacht. If you support Christmas, you're racist. The idea of Santa having a good and bad list promotes segregation and inequality. It takes so little to entertain me. How did I find another woman's nail in my own room? Am I cheating on myself? Damn, wait until you're asleep and then go through your phone. Girl, stand up for yourself. Don't let yourself treat you like that. Girl, take pictures of the proof and send it to yourself so you can't deny it when you confront yourself. Would it be like disrespectful or, I don't know, illegal to wear these? They're pretty much army pants, so I need opinions. No, one time I wore those and was lifted by a helicopter and sent to war. Hello, what minority are you? I am interested in calling you a slur. Are you autistic? When the FBI is interrogating me, and they say I can have the Chip Dip hat from Despicable Me 2. Dark Souls fans, when their dad beats them, they have to memorize his attack patterns. You aren't a twink. This is news to me. Twinks are supposed to be skinny and attractive. I accidentally recorded my nightly affirmations again. Anti-wage gap. Benches 225 pounds. Is this what they're teaching in school now? School schedule. Pledge allegiance to the pride flag. Math, counting genders. Make fun of straight people. What? This is how I see the little me in my head. My head is split between, you know in The Simpsons where it's Homer, he has the good angel and the bad angel? That's how I think of decisions. I could eat 100 pack of these damn things. I love gay bacon so much. When someone tells me they're so OCD, but in 7th grade I went up to my math teacher, crying in the middle of our test, telling her I thought I cheated because a boy near me coughed and it made me remember the right answer. Me, finding out I'm going viral on Twitter, but they cut my face and username out. If you feel bad about failing your driving test, just read these. I went over a speed bump so fast, the examiner hit his head on the car roof. I stopped at a green light. I tried reversing on a roundabout. I wounded my window down and shouted, "Hurry up!" at the pedestrian in the middle of the road. The outfit of a future licensed psychologist. Don't forget us when you have your degree. Oh, don't worry, you guys will be my clients. Why is he judging me? Me when I say slur. Slay and purr. Lol. Why did you replay the laugh, bro? I feel like you guys aren't grasping what a multiverse of possibilities really means. I saw one that said our eyeballs would be squares and called eye cubes. Please don't ever interact with my content again. Just found this ugly bird on the floor and he thinks I'm his mum and he won't leave me alone. What the hell am I supposed to do? It's your child now. Gaslight gatekeep girl boss. What does that even mean? Biblical reference. When you change the date on an assignment to make it look like you started it earlier. Procrastinated. Podcastinated. Wait, I do that every day. Came in to see the dog I want to adopt, and the dog in the next store was trying to show off. Parkour. I want that dog. Can your new dog do this? Walter. 7th grade me texting my married teacher on a fake Facebook account. Hey, you're handsome. Oh, so you have a thing for married teachers? Maybe. Is that a problem? I can see what email you're using, Kristen. This is highly inappropriate. I will be calling your parents about this tomorrow. Bro is lost. Bro is having the time of his life. Bro tried a side quest. Bro just spawned there. Bro casted the wrong spell. Wow, my ex just posted on her story with her husband and 3 children, and she had on a red shirt. Like, you know I told you my favorite color was red 10 years ago. Get over me already, you big goofy. Me, thinking about how when I was a crackhead, I used to let drunk frat guys throw rocks at me for $5 a throw. What if I ran into one of those guys now that I'm sober, while getting my kid ice cream or something? Nobody hustles like a crackhead, I swear. I knew it was bad when I first saw this meme and said out loud to nobody, "This is so us." I was alone. Today, I'll wear my white button down. I work at McDonald's and we all just got this email. It has come to our attention that multiple drive-thru operators have started their orders by saying, "Hit the McGritty to receive a free McGriddle." I'm not sure what the McGritty is, but if we catch wind of any employees doing this, you'll be hitting the McGritty all the way down to the unemployment office. Men get a free internal GPS DLC installed when they turn 25. Hello, I 89-year-old men. I dying on bed and this last thing I see. I love you, Barbara, and Jake, goodbye forever. What's the worst thing your comfort character has done? Being based and child abuse. I would rather die word. Eat this soup to get shredded. Is this real? Okay, no, it's not real, don't worry. I can confirm. Saving this worm from drying out on the concrete, just in case it's someone's girlfriend. I'm never using DoorDash again. Eat up, daddy. I hope it's a PS5. No, it's something way better. Did you know Geometry Dash was based on a true story? A man with a square head was outcasted by society because he was different and placed into an arena with spikes he had to jump over to survive. 8 charges, 1 case. Why did they make the airport actually look like legs on the... No. Question. Are you from Elfland? You do not have a mummy attraction. Yes, mummy, I understand. No. Tummy ache survivor. You're so strong. They corrected them to your. I hope that tummy ache is fatal. That's rough, buddy. Wanna watch me do a kickflip? I can't wait to see Chris's kickflip. Yo, Chris, got the kickflip? I'm not sleeping until I see Chris's kickflip. When my credit card is declined at therapy, so the therapist brings out an evil goblin that has an evil smile and a little knife, and it starts to run towards me. Thinking about the time my sister was fighting with her cheating boyfriend and told him, Naruto would hate you. He cried. FedEx just fired me. I asked what I'd do, why they send this to my phone. Like, bruh, I tried to slow down. That's literally ADHD in a nutshell. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Me, remembering the time I stayed over at a new guy's house and I silently farted and he thought his dog pooped and was frantically searching everywhere, so I pretended to search for the poop too. Same, when Markiplier said his name wasn't actually Mark. What do you mean it's not? OMG, I'm so sorry. I'm actually an idiot. Years ago he said his name was George and my idiotic self believed it all these years. The dog is like this. Why was it so easy to understand? I don't understand this. All I see is get. Can we please normalize picking your nose? I don't care if it's unsanitary. As soon as I wake up, I gotta hit the mines. No, you don't understand. I'm screaming quite loudly. Peter Parker. When I thought the barista was cute, so I went into the coffee shop and ordered the same thing every day for 3 months. And one day I walked in and said, I'll get my usual. And he said, what do you mean? And I walked out and never went back in. Sometimes when I need to get a ton of cleaning done, I put on a 50s top hits playlist and pretend I'm a housewife whose husband will beat her if the house isn't spotless. Works like a charm. This puzzle easy as hell. I can't believe in 15 years teenagers are going to be saying, if you didn't watch Coco Melon, you didn't have a childhood. Me calling my best friend to let them know I did the exact opposite of the advice they gave me. Your profile picture doesn't look like you at all. I wasn't written by a man or a woman. I was written by a second grader writing their first short story. So there's no depth, no character development, just doing stuff because I said so. Me sitting in class thinking about what people's reactions would be if I silently got up and punched that one kid in the face, then started breakdancing on the table, and then flipped a single desk, then jumped out of the window without saying a word. New TV setup. Maximum dopamine. I love it. I need everything that stimulates me. When he hasn't replied in 1 minute, but you know what a girl can make him do in a minute? I want to see the blood splatter. Quirky. Not trying to justify them, but some people really use gore as a healing mechanism. It's weird, but I know hella people who do it. Healing? I don't see that. Wait, I don't know. Humans are weird. Me, pretending the store employees are saying, serve, instead of, sir, while I walk out stealing. OMG, she's just like me. My 2021 Christmas list. Nothing. I have zero impulse control and buy myself whatever I want immediately. I sentence you to spend a day with a guy whose humor is saying, Ohio riz gyat blood. What is bro yapping about? Blood gyat me rizzed up in Ohio while I'm drinking Grimace Shake with level 3 gyat. Everyone is just mean. Also, there is no meme slideshows on my profile picture anymore. You mean For You page? Yes, OMG, this is such an embarrassing typo. You should teach me a lesson by throwing me to the ground and kissing me. Everyone was making fun of Plankton for dating a computer screen. Now look at you rascals. This is embarrassing, but I wanted to be the kid that smelled like pancakes, so when I microwaved pancakes in the morning, I would keep one in my pocket. There is a reason for that, a general outline, a suggestion in more general terms. Leaves more room for imagination. Funny, isn't it? You sound like that one nerd that knows everything in fantastic films or shows. My wig flying back to Temu headquarters after I gave it a 1-star rating. He's so real for this. Just threw up a hairball thinking about how female cats have to give birth to multiple kittens. I'm muted, by the way. Every girl is bi. You just have to figure out if it's bilingual, bipolar, bisexual, or if she's just a bing bong. I took a gap year for my mental health, and now I can't read. An uncaring God. The God is cruel. Your mum is acting like that because she also had a bad childhood. So now we are both traumatized. Sims? What is it? I live in Massachusetts too. Okay, I don't. Why is your name Massachusetts? You will never catch me referring to my boyfriend as the man of my dreams. I have never dreamed of a man in my entire life. When I was a child, I dreamed of having a horse and committing what I now know to be fraud. Me, still defending Nicki Minaj, even though sometimes I think she needs to shut up. Nicki Minaj replied, I don't know how to read that emoji. Rock. I'm just calling it rock. Bro looks easy to draw. I almost punched my phone. I don't understand tongue piercings. So basically a needle will go through the tongue. Then you put a metal jewelry after. POV, you got separated from your squad. And after a 3-hour walk, you finally find them. They're all dead and being hung from invisible ropes in the sky over a small farmhouse. Me commenting, you two look great every time I see a picture of 3 girls on my timeline. When you lied about liking shoegaze and she asks what your favorite band and song is. Me setting alarms for 1.1, 2.2, 3.3, etc. When she asks for your birth time, so you gotta pull up Astrology Cafe to make it match with hers. Normalize sitting naked wrapped in a warm blanket so you can regress back to your past life as a cave woman, wrapped in a bearskin sleeping in a cave, looking out at the stars, eating raw meat and enjoying life. Scary facts about women. 1. A woman's heart is 4 times softer than a man's heart. 2. A woman's sense of touch is stronger than a man's. 3. When a woman cries, a small vein in her heart cuts. 4. When she goes through depression, she's lost 72 days of her Who the hell is making these? Hot take. Put pictures of missing people on packs of cigarettes. Smokers are the only people standing outside in all kinds of weather. I would collect them like Pokemon cards. Find the people just to get yours signed. Not a bad idea. When you stay home on Halloween weekend, so you get to see the high school party on your street get busted by the cops. Only a few more weeks to finish the prank I've been working on since March. Playing Drake on my boyfriend's Alexa while he's gone, so that Drake is his #1 artist on Wrapped. The ancient Greeks, after literally banishing bashing the one politician that pissed them off the most that year from their city. Me explaining that most British people have such ginormous foreheads because the climate there is rainy for half the year. They've developed this trait to shield their eyes and to soak as much vitamin D as possible on cloudy days like a solar panel. On the World Wide Web for everyone to see. Finally finds a boyfriend that's Femi. Makes me shower every day. What? You don't shower every day? Every time I hear the Monsterverse, I gotta reflect on how fire it is. To be honest, Nikki, I don't know what the that means. So my parents check my phone once a month to make sure I'm not watching anything bad, and last night they checked it and I have naked Nicki Minaj pictures as a joke, and I don't know what happened because they started all being nice and even kissed me goodnight and good morning and told me I could eat whatever I wanted today. Oh my gosh, they're putting you down. Man, I wish I could spend 5 nights somewhere. Man, I wish I was the last of us. That plush looks like he's in debt. Sewing eyelids on your plush gives them so much personality and soul. The New Faster character usernames aren't funny and are just weird. We live in a society. Your username is public. Bro, for real, it's always Scara too. Socialization tip. A fun exercise to do at parties is to ask people to rate how hot/smart/cool they think they are and visibly wince regardless of their answer. I set up a complaint box at work. People think HR set it up, but it was me. At the end of every week, I open the box and read all this petty drama that's been built up. I'm going to bed, y'all. It's exhausting being the dumbest girl in the universe. I'll hold down the fort until you wake up. Gender affirming tip. Keep a bottle of lotion right beside your bed. I won't die until this man is pregnant. Every image I've seen of this guy is him crying. Why does he cry? My students are all morons. You guys are about to be mad at me for this one, but joining the military is the equivalent to the girl version of becoming a woman who strips. You ran out of option 2. No, because one is an honorable career that takes bravery and the other is the military. Artists be like, yeah, this is the greatest song I've ever made. Let's make it 1 minute 22 long. Me thinking having a baby with my dad is going to be awkward and hard. Bro, that's not side eye. That's neck snap, blank, bombastic side. Bro, every day, at least once, I am haunted by this. Imagine how good your life would be if you had a 26-year-old nursing assistant by your side. Now replace S with N. It still makes no sense. Learning assistant. Imagine drinking this at 3 a.m. It's giving, I guess I deserve it. Whenever she replies to someone, the comment in your name is throwing me off. Why is it so far away? I love you. I love you too. My biggest flex is that my husband married me without seeing my face because he fell in love with my personality and character. My biggest flex is that my wife fell in love with me despite seeing my face. When your mum calls your name, then doesn't say anything after. I've seen more people wear pink for this movie than I have ever seen during Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Bro, I'm dead.
Biologically speaking, I am in fact alive. This phrase was meant to be taken in a satirical tone and not meant to be taken seriously.
A serial killer beating me to death. Me getting a bad vibe from them. I would leave. Red flag. Instant red flag. Like, what's he so aggressive for? Hey, why is it a he, huh? Whoa. Cancelled. Can you spot the serious fault he made during this emergency stop? He forgot to ask the car if it's comfortable with performing an emergency stop. He didn't do Kiki. Oh, I remember that challenge. Where they opened the car door and they just, oh my god. Didn't check if the driving instructor wanted a kick. Girls, what's the most dramatic thing you've cried over while on your period? My ponytail was not ponytailing. Please. My blanket didn't cover my foot. The mold in my lungs grew so much at the point there's an ecosystem inside them. Hi, sorry, can I use your story for my OC? Is this real? Good morning, I just needed to share this with the class because, what? Once I went to a lesbian party, I don't know, strapped a girl and a mask strapped a girl so hard the ceiling shook while her ex was sitting next to me on the couch crying. We heard it's breakup season. Unfortunately, we won't be participating. Thinking about the time my friend ripped her boyfriend's birth certificate during an argument and said, "Shut up, you don't even exist." Me, when I realized we don't have to use our hands to open doors. No one's doing that, except you. Christmas haul. Parents didn't get me that much. I got nothing at all. Be grateful. Bro was on the naughty list. Dyslexic people, when they see the most well-structured and perfectly written sentence of all time. Hey bro, the letters just move around and start summoning a demon to defeat me. You're telling me there's 7 billion people on this earth, and not one of them has a superpower? You're all useless. There's other money-making methods other than gambling.
Most people who gamble lose their money.
My grandma said I wouldn't be nothing in life, so I wiped her whole bank account out clean. Life after finally eating the cotton candy in the walls of abandoned buildings. When you're taking a shower, but it low-key sounds like your family's being murdered. Why is my oil posing like that? POV, me pretending I
I didn't just notice the spit that just came out of your mouth and landed on my face because I don't want you to feel embarrassed. It's all fun and games until it lands on your lips. It went in my eye one time and I accidentally screamed in their face. Cringy movie phrases, part 2. I'm in after hacking something. That's not even bad, like, what are they supposed to say? I'm hacking in the mainframe. I'm in. Boom shakalaka. You're so beautiful. Let me check your side profile really quickly. My crush called me Quandale Dingle. That is vile. 8-year-old me when my dad would point at random wild animals and go, I know him. He owes me $10. My grandpa likes to point at old people and say, whoa, I thought that was me for a second. I gotta remember this for when I'm old. Someone talking to my girl. Now you listen here, Buster. If my eyes are red, get big eye drops. I just told a joke at this funeral and nobody laughed. One guy was dead as hell though. A murder case that doesn't sit right with me. Yeah, I would hope. Disclaimer, I am not gay. First stage, Daniel. Daniel, you mean denial? Can we normalize being kind? Everyone is so mean for no reason. The amount of people saying, I love being mean though. You are embarrassing yourselves. You don't have to like or befriend everyone. Just respect people. But I love being mean. Where are the salt and vinegar chips I asked you to hold? Retracted my smile when I saw the likes. What if I retracted the vital organs from your body? Me on my way home after Shorty started undressing and I said, gee whiz, leading him to an abandoned house so I can take his soul and leave him forever. Imagine drinking this guy at 3 a.m. Yum 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 yum. You made this look easy, so I gave it a go. I heard my ankle crack and farted. It's not easy, well done. Someone out-pizzaed the hut. POV. Going 2 hours without a cigarette. When a movie says, based on a true story, it means this is what sort of happened, but with way uglier people. You know you're loyal when you cheat, and you feel bad. Who was in Paris? Gideon. I thought he stopped making videos. Me, watching the homeless man I gave my hoodie and some money to the other week, gruesomely unalive, with just his bare hands. 3 armed men who tried to rob me while I was walking down the street. Why does everyone hate skunks? Just because they're smelly? Shame on you. I hate you. Museums are literally insane. Like, why are you charging me $30 to see some statue you stole 200 years ago? Give it back or let me in for free. Your game sucks and your marketing team is annoying as hell. When you change your alarm to sound more positive to wake up in a better mood, but it just annoys you even more. When she said her love language is physical touch, so she beats the hell out of me. The N-word, please. I hope they're writing no. Just drank half of my Red Bull, saving the other half for later. My eye, whenever someone takes a picture of me with their back camera. If bro gets a nosebleed, it's over. Bro can smell what the Rock is cooking. If you're bold, what hair color do they put on your license? Hair color, shiny. Bro, who are you gonna call? Morris Bart. Not even a number on that sign. Who are you gonna call? How are you going to call? Cute date idea. You give directions while I'm driving and don't tell me until the last second. Me, if overthinking was a sport. When I'm enjoying life, but suddenly remember something cringe I did in 2012. When bro doesn't want to play Fortnite, so I signed the 2 of us up for the military. Duos IRL with my Pookie. POV. Me eating, realizing I should ask my barber where he gets his haircut, then go there and slowly make my way up the chain until I find the greatest barber in the world. POV. It's kind of weird to think that people who are 5 foot tall are only 5 Subway sandwiches long. Just found out that the reason men aren't as smart as women is because their blood goes to the wrong head. I hate when females listen to Radiohead. They'll never understand what it's like to be a true social reject. A creep, a weirdo. They will never understand what it's like to be Italian. Nobody. I cried to my mum about my husband trying to take my kids from me, only to find out she was having an affair with him and was the mastermind behind it all. Bro was ahead of his time. What y'all know about Skibidi Toilet? Bro had a vision. For me, it's my hair. It looks perfect when I'm at home, but for the rest of the time, it's always not right. Same, my bangs are perfect at home, but outside in the wind, they suddenly look awful, like I've just been hit by a car. When I curiously asked him one night, do you still love me? As a joke, and then he proceeded to tell me he had lost feelings a while back and did not love me anymore. My boyfriend likes to build the anticipation of getting a pet for our cat, so that finally getting pet is somehow more satisfying. I do something similar to myself. Wait, does it begin with E? My outfit for my cousin's funeral tomorrow. I love wearing suits, so I'm kinda whoa, what? Hey, just letting everyone know, I think I actually just snapped out of a Manic episode. Manic episode? That was a damn season. A whole dictionary. Do you know what a dictionary is? I watched this girl shop the entire store while her boyfriend followed her carrying all her books. Actually, it's 12 AM, so technically it's today. I keep calling around to computer repair companies. They keep telling me there's nothing they can do. The PC keeps getting worse, and it's starting to give off a threatening aura. I'm scared. Me, pile driving the chips and salsa while everyone else in the group is having an actual conversation. Normalize honking down food. Let's settle this. Blue or green milk? I can't have milk. White? Why you gotta bring race into this, bruh? Me in my room losing my mind when she goes out with her friends and stops replying for a bit. POV, it's senior night and your parents have been divorced for 13 years. The idea of being married is so weird. Like, what if I'm having a sad moment late at night and I want to cry in bed, and then there's just some guy there when I'm running late, but the bus drivers need to switch seats and they talk about everything in their life that's ever happened to them. It's the way they stop for 10 minutes to have a conversation, but when an old lady's trying to find a seat, they step on the gas and send her flying. Custom wood burning. She looks like an ant. Exit my comment section. Ava doesn't need your #hate. Marvel fans after watching the same movie for the 40th time. The fart jokes were slightly better. Bruh.
What the segment, bruh?
I want to delete all of my socials so bad, but what am I gonna do? Go for a walk? Why the hell is everything in my neighborhood store locked up except for the sunscreen? When your girlfriend is asleep next to you and all of a sudden she rolls over and says in her sleep, Peppa Pig just took over my body, and then rolls back over like nothing ever happened. Am I now dating the Peppa Pig? What does this mean? You should probably season your chicken. It'll taste better. When I remember I actually exist in other people's minds and I don't just live in my own little world. How babies look at you after you tell them they can't eat batteries dipped in antifreeze and paint thinner. You stamped your classmate's neck, then you walloped his... No, for real though, someone died because I licked their earlobe. My kids now call their dad Rodney because he broke his leg in 3 places and had to have a metal rod through his knee. Used to have a woman at work called Deluxe because she only had 1 coat. A kid in my year briefly had a spot on the end of his nose like a cherry bakewell and was known as Kipling forever. What parrot is best suited to a more energetic Loudhouse? I wish carrots were real. The comedic depth of this comment should be studied. How do poly relationships work? Like, when you break up, do you like vote them out like Among Us? Please, I need to know. POV, you just told me you don't like one of my special interests, but that's okay because everyone has an opinion and has the right to it. I'm going to break into your house and skin you. Me low-key getting jealous watching homeless people get drunk on a Wednesday morning while I'm on my way to work. This filter should be illegal. Thanks for the profile picture. And the crowd goes anywhere but here. And the crowd wants to go home. Get my first nails with me. What happened? I think she was born with them. Do you mean without them? What nails? When someone asks me what I do for fun, but I just like to stay at home and rot in my bed because that's the only time I don't have to put on an act. My therapist, Beta by the way, just misdiagnosed me with autism. How do I explain her that it's cool having the Sigma grind set and that maybe she should try it too? Me, after doing anything because everything just feels so exhausting to do. Me, leaving after she kicked me out for saying, "Chat, clip that," when she took her bra off. Me, calling my mum at her important grown-up job to ask if I can put a certain bowl in the microwave. POV, me after finding out everyone thinks I'm autistic and gay instead of mysterious and cool. Mickey is a nickname, and nicknames are for friends, and Michael Mouse is no friend of mine. If we don't talk anymore, it's definitely your fault. I have attachment issues and literally cannot cut people off. Nothing is harder than staring at the "Are you okay?" text and debating whether to lie or answer truthfully. I thought 5% alcohol meant it takes 20 beers to be 100% drunk. Me, after hanging out with a larger group of friends, so I can go completely quiet and non-verbal and listen to them like it's a little podcast. Propane leak check. Great idea. When my parents ask how I slept, but I'm literally addicted to that mobile game where you sort the different colors of water into tubes, and every time I close my eyes I just imagined new levels of the game. The mummy urged to take him to dinner and buy him Legos if he has been a good boy. I've been good, I swear. When I was fresh out the psych ward in 8th grade, and I was really bored in Spanish class, so I raised my hand and said, "Me gusta kuma caca," and my teacher went on a rant about how I needed professional help in front of the whole class. I wish I lived in New York in the early thousands. I'm gonna need you to really think about what happens in New York in the early 2000s, when my dad drank a little too much during my birthday, and he told me that I'm free to love whoever I want, no matter what gender, as long as they're not ugly. When you're drawing, and suddenly you're 8 years old again, shakily coloring tear-soaked paper, wondering why no one likes you. POV, I'm in a zombie apocalypse, but I got all my supplies from those TikTok zombie apocalypse slideshows. Me, choosing Dior lip gloss instead of a weapon. Me, after I told all of my secrets just to keep the conversation going. It's such a struggle being so small and tiny. Today it was raining and a drop of rain landed on my head and squished me away into a gutter. They had to use tweezers to pull me out because too much force could harm my small petite frame. On my way back to Italy, because user 1837283 told me to go back to my country. Goodbye, America. I didn't even say anything. I knew I was crazy when I had a dream of what his iCloud password was. And it was right, finding out some people actually picture things in their minds when they read, instead of just hearing the sentences in their head. Sorry, I have plans tonight. The plans? Me, trying to distract my future partner after they find the pay towel. Me, after saying, thanks queen, to the straightest man I've ever laid my eyes on. You can't sniff your way out of a sniff addiction, but you can gamble your way out of a gambling addiction. How the hell do they get Chick-fil-A employees to be so obedient? What are they doing to get these people? Girl acting like she's getting paid $200 an hour, talking to me like a damn helpful Honda person. Got me worried. How can I serve you? Like, bruh, I want a $6 chicken sandwich. You don't have to act like this. Chick-fil-A has officially blocked me. What? You're getting worried or scared that people are just being kind? Money's so tight. I'm returning carts at Aldi for the quarter. No, this is just smart. This is think rich, be rich. Name, Helsa. Sexuality, bi. Age, 18. Backstory, born in hell and is Elsa's evil twin. Who is Elsa and what did she do to be hated by Helsa? It's Tesla's evil twin. Help. I watched this video and 2 seconds later my mum came back and said, I'm making a grilled cheese, do you want one? The timing. I wish I had a mum. That gave me a grilled cheese, sorry I accidentally pressed send. My boyfriend if Chris Rock made a joke at my expense. One time a guy definitely not in his right mind went out of his way to try and hit me up with his bike and my husband just stood back with mild interest. The way you worded this has me cackling. Not with mild interest. Let's not pretend like Will Smith wasn't laughing at the joke until he saw his life. Wife wasn't. That better be tea you're drinking. Does a bear poop in the woods? No, but I do. Why do you always flinch when you're around me? What bro's plotting behind me? Oh, that's me. I'm that person. Me too. Every friend group has a group chat with a name so iconic it cannot be changed. For real. My friend group name is Abusement Park. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll be searching that. Search men wimmering cream uncontrollably. Why would I crown the day I get all the attention and presents and free cake? Why put rolling eye emojis? Emojis. Which bird is the fastest? Penguin clears in swimming. Probably decent on bike too, so I think it wins the try. Probably decent on bikes. Me, after seeing anything slightly connected to my current hyperfixation. The excitement is so strong that it physically hurts when I'm trying to act normal, but someone brings up a topic I've watched a video essay about. I want what he's on. You want liver failure? Michael was born with a rare genetic disease called ALGS. He has end-stage liver failure, waiting for transplant. I meant the car seat. Poor kid. Hope it's okay now. That's fucked up. When the password keeps saying incorrect, but you use the same password for everything. The earth is made up of dirt and water. Guys, the earth has more than earth and rocks. Like radio waves and microwaves. Thank you. Finally, someone who paid attention in school. I love the Michael wave. Haha, you said microwave. Waste of time and resources. I'm bombastically early, but why have some people like genuinely never heard of hobbies? Excuse me, but this is not a marketable skill. You will never create maximum profits using this method. They aren't trying to sell it. It's for fun. When the airbag goes off and you get chunks of rock in your face, don't come to me. But it's fine, because rose quartz prevents car accidents. Me, coming down the road in your direction at 160 miles per hour, swerving to a stop because you had rose quartz in your car. How I stare at him when he takes my shirt off and sees his full legal name, social security number, and address tattooed on my stomach. That's such a green flag. Man, XXXTentacion is such a mystery. I knew him personally. He said he saw it coming when we were in a studio together. For real? Yeah, those late night sessions at the studio were wicked. Damn. Seller, so tell me again, why do you want a mirror above the bed? It could always be worse. How the case is best scenario. I thought for years semicolon tattoos meant you had a part of your colon removed. So you literally had a semicolon. Okay, but the way you thought, that's not adorable. That's insane. Marvel fans when Batman doesn't say, that sounded a lot better in my head after saying, see, I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm not like a diehard Marvel fan. I would say I'm a diehard anime fan. Yeah. When you walk into class and see the chairs looking like this. Nope, never happened. I think this is an American thing or maybe just not a UK thing. Forget the deed. Let's sit in silence as I show you edits of my favorite fictional characters. Naruto. If I had 9 lives, I would use them to end myself in front of a rude customer. What? Why'd you waste it like that? I'd probably use one to like jump out of a building, use the other one to go into a volcano. I don't know, dude, I do a lot of stuff. When Greek mythology stated, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate parts, condemning them to spend their lives in search of the other half. I felt that. When a customer comes in and I hit him with the, how can I help you? And he gives me his order, so I hit him with the, sounds good, cash or card. And he hits me with the, card. Then I hit him with the, would you like the receipt? So he hits me with the, yes please. And I hit him with the, have a nice day. And he hits me with the, you too. The way my boyfriend uses the internet is so funny to me. He just commented, stupid, on a video of a person cutting a painted mango, and then posted 2 memes to his Instagram story with no context. You guys look like Subway Surfers from the game Subway Surfers. I love humanity. You're so real. I love the way you worded that. Thank God for the clarification. Really helped. Without it, I would have thought you were talking about Subway Surfers from the game Minecraft. How does every homeless person get a Sharpie plus cardboard? Is it part of a starter pack or something? Bro forgot the cup. And a dog. Bro is mewing instead of meowing. Security, security. This is why people steal from Walmart, because this is what the security is doing. Donate 1 kidney and you're a hero. Donate 10 and you're suddenly under investigation. Yeah, I reckon homeless people will appreciate that a lot. No kid should ever sleep on the streets. Sending snaps in IKEA boy rooms to make him jealous. Me fighting off TSA because they won't let me bring my bomb on the flight. Achoo! Looks like he's gonna sneeze. Watching movies while skiing. Puss in Boots. This essay is due tomorrow. Am I cooked? I dare you to act like your profile picture in the comments. He's right behind me, isn't he? This little girl is doing cartwheels in front of the hot lifeguard. I cannot interfere. It's a canon event. Teacher, everyone grab tennis balls now. The kid named Tennis. When you're watching someone Google something less efficiently than you would, little bro is downloading the test answers. Imagine if we split bathrooms by pee versus poop instead of by gender. That's it. 3. I have so many more mental illnesses than you. Bro thinks mental illnesses are like Pokemons. POV, you see a goth woman in 410 AD, 2 weeks old. You should start mewing. Bro, no warning? I'ma do this at home. End your life, bro. I'm going to draw you pregnant instead. My Uber driver asked if I got a man, and I answered, I am a man. And he's been quiet ever since. You will not be snatching me today, sir. Old people wear smart casual just to watch TV all day. When he accidentally leaves me undelivered, so I gotta accidentally enlist him in the army. What if oxygen is poisonous and it just takes us 75 to 100 years to kill us? Barnacle Bill, I think your horse is expired. Only letting my indoor cat outside when it's storming, so he thinks it's always like that. Told this girl she looked pretty this morning. She replied with, autism. How the hell did she know I have that? When my parents take my phone away, so now I got a text her on my fridge. Bro, how are you recording? Another fridge? Any woman that shows interest in you is an agent of the state. Cut off all communications with her immediately. I'm gonna cry. Today in English class, the teacher let us listen to music and one girl's headphones disconnected and she was listening to men whimpering audios and we all heard it, and now we're not allowed to listen to music anymore. Bro, my dad is 24 and my mum is 35. How old are you? Bro might be 5. Nah, I'm 12. Crying in silence because my husband just found out the 3 kids I birthed are not biologically his. When I opened up to him, expecting him to comfort me, but I open the chat and it says, L, me, when my edit doesn't blow up immediately. Tom Brady is so scary to me. I feel like I'm going to turn into stone if I look into his eyes. Have you ever noticed that it's only females that get pregnant? Yeah, what is up with that? He/she. There's only one gender, bro. There's only one now? Is Snoopy okay? No, everyone he loves left him. Frozen pulled up to prom. Very friendly reminder that you shouldn't impulsively do chemistry because it's Walter White core. I sniss some
something.
This is a grown human being writing these captions, by the way. My new kitten literally looks like Ed Sheeran. Help. Y'all cute. I support. Break up. Bro, I was feeling myself with the smile. I was feeling myself to your smile too. Whoa. Nah, I actually feel bad for babies. Imagine their leg is itchy, and then they cry, and a guy says, "You want a baby gaboo?" Rub your dog more aggressively each time. What brand is your dog? Me, when a customer asked me, "Where's the bathroom?" But I heard, "Where's Waldo?" And our store was having a Find the Hidden Waldo contest. So I said, no hints. It's in this general area though. I like to go in and randomly bother the mayor because he's required to listen to me talk. Y'all mind if I eat 2 pieces of toast before I go to the beach? I'm really hungry. Yes, but you have to wait 30 minutes before you swim. Guys, help. My mum grounded me, so I called a gravel company and ordered a ton of gravel for $50. They are dropping it off right now, and my mum's coming home from work in 30 minutes. What do I do? What was the thought process behind this? I want some gravel. If SeaWorld wants to cost $60, I'm taking something home with me. Daddy is waiting for you to answer him. I don't think my dad understood this 100% when he sent it to me. 10-hour shift and it's 100 degrees out? That's it. I'm cheating on my girl. Me, taking a vow of silence because I fear I too am voiced by Chris Pratt. Imagine when we go bowling and I just pick up the heaviest ball and throw it at your head. When I catfished his mum for a year straight and threatened him with her nudes. My Roman Empire was my best friend texting me, "OMG, guess what?" and then died before he could tell me. This dog has had enough ham, bro. If guys can pretend to be gay to get into girls' sleepovers, then they can also pretend to be straight to get into guys' sleepovers. Lol, what the hell? Who is that? How it feels to know everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, then it's not the end. Help me, I've been petting my uniform for 15 minutes thinking it was my cat. The cat, yeah, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. Stop! When a guy tries to tell me he likes crazy girls, so I kill him on the spot. After my funeral, I want one of my friends to take my phone and text everyone. Thanks for coming. Found someone's lost dog and they're refusing to negotiate the reward amount. It's like, what power do you think you have here? I have the dog. The 8 billionth baby born today, unknowingly making history and becoming an instant icon. When I was a baby, my mum made The Rock hold me. Sorry for the short notice, but please don't leave any messages from 3:35 to 45. I will be showering and I will not be on my phone. Party at my place, 3:35 to 45. When the person you're matching profile pictures with doesn't want to match anymore, so now you have the freedom of changing your profile picture. Not gonna lie, matching PFPs is such an intimate thing. When I see 2 people matching, I just assume they explore each other's bodies. What? Emo version of Nirvana completely ruins the brand. Ew. Nirvana is a music band, not a brand. They make grunge music. No, it's not. When you and your buddy decided to divorce your wives and move in together, they legalized it about 12 years ago, brother. Girl, I bet you have such an easy time putting in contacts. I'm so jealous. Just found out women get their periods. I wish I could protect Duolingo. Son, for one time, I don't want to send a death threat to a woman.
When he's a feminist.
Cuteness overload. I am 22 years old, falling asleep in class, but the teacher looks at me dead in the eyes, so I gotta lock in. Bro's eyes are social distancing, just like the women around you. Lol, LMAO, haha, okay, yeah.
Yeah, random.
What am I supposed to say? What splendid humor. I did have a chuckle. Last night I slept for 6 hours straight, then 1 hour gay. Me too. 2 hours gay though. If the rise and grind community got in a fight with the I don't chase, I attract community, who would win? When you're having a hot shower and get to experience your fart in high definition, nothing like smelling your own cooking. I knew I was crazy when I had a dream of what his iCloud password was, and I got it right. Make parties more exciting by telling strangers. I want you to know that I personally have no issue with you being here. Viewers sent their struggle meals. No wonder why your parents are abusive. Where is your dad the milk shop? My dad isn't a milk shop. Nah, bruh. What the hell happened to my dog? Is this real? Okay. When you clutch a game against a toxic team, and you only have 5 seconds to type the most vile insult humanity has ever seen. One time a Tinder boy came over and said he stalked my Instagram, and I said, "That's okay, I was stalking your Snap location. You were at Costco for so long today. What did you get?" The look of fear in his eyes. The next day, his Snap maps were off. We got the tests back. You're legally deaf. What's the difference between legally deaf and illegally deaf? One is legal, the other isn't. Me, walking out of English with some of the best grades, even though I don't know what a verb is. Write it in present simple. I'ma trust my gut. Did he peed? Okay, what? Is this real? I've never seen this thing before. Watching Asian twinks doing casual TikTok is becoming a new hobby of mine. Or what did you just call me? At my dad's funeral, one of his colleagues got up to give a eulogy and he tripped on his way up to the podium. He then looked up at the urn and said into the microphone, "Uh-oh, almost just joined you there, Michael." And I was the only person that laughed. Bro turned into Batman while pushing one out. I'd be looking majestic while birthing a child. When your wife puts the elf on the cookies so you can't eat them. Santa's helper. I'll be telling Santa about that one. Washington is so urethral. You have gay facial structure. No, you look violently British. Latin is a dead language, bozo. Why are you studying it? Non-feminine? Glad to see so many embracing therapy. A few of you need an exorcism as well, but baby steps. When you feel a tug on your fishing pole and yell, "This is a big one," just to hoist your line out of the water and reveal an old brown boot. OMG, do you guys remember when people thought Harry was a cannibal? That was so interesting. Guys, I was just informed that this never happened, and I'm 99% sure it was a weird dream I had. I'm on new meds, by the way. If you want flowers on the 14th of February, just die on the 13th. I'm getting free candy, and you're not. So my future depends on me? I'm literally fine, as long as I don't think about the past, or the future, and also the present. Officer, do you know why I stopped you? The giant boomerang I threw out of the passenger window. Marvel fans, when their mum has a crossover with the next door neighbor in bed, and now their dad has a spin-off house. Why did they always dress like they were lost at sea? I was definitely born in the right generation, because I can run around castles in gowns, but not have to marry my cousin to ensure the bloodline. Never was much of a romantic. I grew up with both of my parents telling me how terrible the other one was. Forget about Patrick Bateman, Batman, Tyler Durden, etc. Be like Paddington. He is very polite, is curious about the world, and eats marmalade sandwiches. Getting euthanized. Me, anytime somebody doesn't give me extremely direct, step-by-step, crystal clear instructions on how to do anything when I'm left alone with another introvert. So now I have to be the extrovert. I pee in the shower so frequently that my feet are dyed yellow. At some point in your childhood, you hit the quan for the last time and you never knew it. You don't know how I be hitting the quan. POV, you can't find the perfect video to watch while eating your food, and now your food's getting cold. POV, doing laundry in your college apartment. I love the tour of your catacombs. Ocean forgot where to go, or a better skedaddle. When you have the most unimaginably horrible day, but at least there's phone time in bed at the end, no matter what. Happiest place on earth is in bed with phone. That one random silverfish to bring you company. What's a silverfish? I don't know, a mob from Minecraft? That awkward age gap when you're too old to play Roblox with the kids, yet too young to play drinking games with the adults. I be playing Roblox with my little cousin. Me too, but they keep beating me. Me, after spending 10 years in medical school, so I can perform my homie's prostate exam. Oh, she is adorable. Was she abused prior to you rescuing her? She is in a constant state of shock and awe. Bella has seen war. Bella got scared once and has never recovered. Bella, blink twice if you need help. I think she's blinked twice in her entire life. School starts at 8. That one homie that lives 5 minutes away at 782. Him at 7100. POV, just checking my bank account and realizing I can live comfortably without working for the rest of my life, as long as I die on Sunday. When I've been secretly feeding my boyfriend cyanide seeds and he no longer has acne because he's dead. When you're in a normal conversation and they bring up a weird niche interest you're obsessed with, and you have to pretend that you only like it a normal amount and not a psychotic amount. Hidden talent, keep it hidden. Started from the bottom, now we're digging. Fire, your producer, unrelease this. Let's liquefy poop and put it in syringes and stab random people. No. Handcuffing deaf people takes away their freedom of speech. Genuine question, guys, what would you rather be, deaf or blind? I think deaf. The things I would do to her. Guys, when she actually pulls up, guys rotate through the same 3 outfits talking about, how do I look? Familiar, bro. You look familiar. Imagine we were on a drive late at night and you skipped my favorite song. So I emergency braked and you flew through the windscreen. When your friend says great minds think alike, but all you do is make horrible decisions and feed each other's delusions. You look nothing like the character. You just ruined my favorite character. My hero cafeteria. One more piece. Genshin Big Mac. I love drape. Drank. What is hyperlexia? Advanced and unexpected reading skills and abilities in children way beyond their chronological age. Can you explain it in a dumb... Me showing my son his college fund. I doubled at the casino. No, 3 eggs and 1 goose long. Goose is a universal measurement now, but goose will change, become large goose. Then there's small goose, goose, and large goose. I guess we're sharing our big sister trauma. My sister used to play surfing in the pool and stand on my back so I couldn't come to the surface. Me looking at my bro after he takes a which sea animal is literally you test and he matches with dolphins. Nah, this class is just full of weirdos. Childhood crushes. I would rather have 39 rats in my house than 39 houses with only 1 rat in them. Things I can talk about for hours. Other people. I love to gossip and I am spiteful and hateful and evil and have nothing nice to say about anyone. When the 3 hours of sleep starts to hit you during the day, I had to quit my job at CVS because my crush would come in every other night and buy Plan B. That was not good for my mental health. What if I force-fed you chili dogs as you are tied up with no bib and you have to suffer with the mess all over your face and clothes? What the hell? Oh my god. Bro's about to take flight. Who the hell names their kid Meatball? Perhaps Amir has met Meatball Morris at school. Please put brown contacts. I'm so scared right now. Being a grandpa must be tough. Some baby mispronounces a word and suddenly your name is
PayPal.
for the last 30 years of your life. Stupid douchebag. Screw 2012 Lorax. If he really cared about the trees, why didn't he just hit him with a brick? I'm the most popular girl in my school and 14, and I don't find your videos funny. My grandma not getting this back. Oh god. This is the male equivalent of a Hello Kitty girl. Saturdays are for the boys. POV, a gender fluid person meets a gender sodium person. I once set up a gender sodium friend with a gender chlorine friend. Good bond, but they get really salty with each other when I want to lay down at the beach by myself. But remember, my mum raised me to live in constant fear. Please do French nails. Apparently, if you know these songs, you are not straight. Lol, I'm straight and I know it. Stage 1, denial. What the hell? I know what I feel. Stage 2, anger. I haven't posted in a while. How are you all doing? Them thangs yeller. By the way, taping your eyes back like that can cause the nerves near your eye to stretch and pop. Straight, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual. Completely in love with Ghostface, who just appeared in my... What is going on? When you just started talking to someone and their birthday is coming up. Me, handing my math exam, where John is minus 50 tall. I'm in the trenches, bruh. Screw my life. When the 6 a.m. friends have been up for hours, had breakfast, taught the hotel, and solved world hunger, by the time the 11 a.m. friend finally wakes up, I just realized that whenever I hear a walked into a bar joke, I've been picturing the same bar my whole life. I wonder if it exists somewhere, or it's just a mesh of different bars I saw on TV as a kid. Mine's like kind of from The Simpsons, you know where Mo is? That's the bar I think of. I'm sure she's doing really well in Barbie Land too. Hi Barbie, be not afraid. Cat owners, when their cat just be breathing. Yup, I've got a whole folder for him. Not my fault he's so handsome. You guys look alike. What is that, a chicken? Me, when I realize people actually want to meet up on Tinder, and it's not a game of who's hot and who's not. Playing Gangnam Style piano tiles to distract the intruder in my house. POV, you just found out you weren't ghosted. The boy you were talking to was just sentenced to 2 years in prison. He used a call from prison to tell his brother to text you to let you know where he has been. Today was my exam day, so my friends and I made a plan to not take it. The plan was to cover the license plate on my car and do a hit and run while I pretend to walk to class innocently. Now, I'm out for the full semester and maybe paralyzed from the hips down for the rest of my life. Who makes children's wigs? My little cousin's so damn bald-headed. My boyfriend's beige flag is that he keeps his undies that have holes in, so he can surprise me by walking out and tearing them off his body, leaving only the waistband. He calls it the grand reveal, and it always happens when I least expect it. I forgot the pan. At the gym, I said subscription instead of membership, and the guy replied with, lol, this isn't a pharmacy. Bro, that's a prescription. We're both stupid. Me, after throwing a basketball at a girl's head, so I would have to escort her to the nurses, then later on ask for her number so I could check up on her because I felt guilty. Is Adele a glitch? I've never seen anyone openly say they're an Adele stan, yet every time she releases a song, it gets 10 trillion views and 20 Grammys. This video isn't loading, but I swear to God, if it's that realistic cat smurfer, you guys want Instagram comments for a video? Like Instagram memes? When I make my gym bro a Tinder account, so his girlfriend finds out, breaks up with him, and he comes, that's so up. That's probably one of my favorite memes in this video. I have something to say. Amber's dog did not step on me. Thank you and goodbye. I'm missing the joke. When he can't argue with you because he's in jail, so he sends letters trying to explain fire ants are mostly male after 10,000 spill out of the cake at the gender reveal party. Oh, it's weirder than that. Males of at least one fire ant are still just the winged, short-lived reproductive caste, as in all ants. But during development, they reject the queen's DNA. This means they are all just clones of the original male who fertilized her. One of the only animals ever discovered where the males and females have their own distinct separate gene pools. Me, talking to the girl with glasses. I don't care about her, I just see a good reflection of myself from her glasses. An introvert taking their much needed bathroom break after throwing out 83s. Oh yes. 35, no ways. And 49, that's crazy. At the family gathering. The scream, he scrumped. Okay, maybe I'm lying, but doesn't it sound like he's screaming like in this type of pitch? Kind of like that. Did anyone else have a dream so traumatizing as a kid that you still remember it today? There was a giant newspaper. Guess who's deaf and who can't hear? When you're pooping at your friend's place and then experience what feels like a nuke go off, but it's just their neighbor's house blowing up. Boys under 16 ask. Boys over 16 answer. How to talk to females. Stop calling them females. Manipulation tactics to use on a healed individual that has a lot of bookmarks. That ratio is crazy. When Yale rejected me by doing this, they basically said, "You're rejected." They were practically yelling at you. They were yelling at me at 6 years old after I chomped off and swallowed my entire teddy bear's arm because I got hungry at night. First you gotta learn, then you remove the L. Lan. You want something? Remove the L from learn equals earn. Where on earth did you get Lan? Hey bro, good luck in life. I don't think you're gonna make it far, to be honest. I was hanging out in a tree and this couple just sat down under me without noticing. Send help. Go ree and see if they notice. Seems like a situation I'd get myself in. Airdrop them a picture of themselves. Why am I laughing? Old people Funko Pops. Me trying to be mysterious and nonchalant, only for my backpack to be open the entire time. It's so humbling. Or when my flashlight is on, and nobody be telling you either. A relationship AI breakup hurts just as much as a real one. So close. This is actually called having no social life whatsoever. Satan, what are you doing in hell? Me, I would turn down the brightness on my grandmother's cell phone and ask her for money to repair it. Satan. Me, when a non-Muslim says Wallah. Wallah, like when you cook something good and you reveal it and say Wallah. Or, I think you mean voila. I'd say real, but I'm scared my friends might see this. Tags every one of their friends. Now, why would you go and do it? My brother went to a party last night, and my mum went to go check on him this morning, and she screamed, so I went to see what was wrong, and he was bald. That feeling when you're halfway through rearranging your room, but you lose all your motivation. Blood got embarrassed when I caught him with his girl. I accidentally rolled over on my dog, and now he's standing by my parents' door. The betrayal is real. Depending on breed, some hold grudges longer than others. He's gonna tell. You gotta step away from me. That movie was terrible. The plot made no sense. The acting was so bad. Me having a great afternoon. Already recommended movie to friends. Stop. How the hell are you a psychology student and depressed? Bro, look at your notes. Bro's a cutie patootie. Your masculinity oozing profile picture makes this even better. From one cutie patootie to another. Me finding every person in my school's account from one person. I met a fan today and they said, OMG, I thought you'd be so much taller. That was me, I'm so sorry. My brain trying to convince me loads of bugs crawled to my drink when I wasn't looking. No! My Roman Empire is that pigeons were domesticated by humans 10,000 years ago, only to be suddenly abandoned and deemed dirty, and now can barely build their own nests because they don't know how, and live around humans because that's all they know. This is why they're always on top of buildings. They have nowhere else to go. What people think I'm like, what I'm actually like. Me trying to fight the Italian stereotypes, but I have two uncles who were named Mario and Luigi before the games even came out. When a customer told me to keep the change, instead of saying, "Are you sure? Thank you," I said, "You promise?" And it haunts me to this day. No, why would you say you promise? I don't know, I was so stressed and out of us in IKEA showrooms pretending to be a toxic married couple. Americans, please stop saying nar. It's actually a slur for Australians who can't afford kangaroos to ride to school. Crush facts. There is a 100% chance that they don't like you back. If you catch them staring, it's because you're ugly. Don't double text. It annoys them. They don't even know you exist. Me, making seating charts and putting my students next to their ex. POV, you were turned into a dog and now can see demons that humans can't see. You try to warn them, but all that comes out are barks. Me, looking at my schizophrenia demons and hallucinations because my mum refuses to give me my meds as a punishment. This is my cat Leo eating ice cream. Please don't give ice cream to your cat. This can result in the cat becoming electrically charged and ionizing the entire earth into plasma. OMG, noted. Thank you so much. POV, you finally catch your dog acting humane at night. It knows it's been caught and will have no other option but to skin you alive. Imagine Pinocchio is roasting you for 5 minutes straight and his nose hasn't moved an inch. These are delicious. Bro laughed at his own comment. What's something random you need to tell everyone? When I was 11, I thought I was being stalked by the government for 2 weeks straight because I saw a random guy in a suit in my living room. Turns out, I was just schizophrenic, talking to any public school white boy. How do you want us to talk? Hey there, companion. When I leaned in to kiss him, and he threw his hands in the air and said, "Yay!" before we started making out. I mean, I say, "Yippee!" when my girlfriend takes her shirt off. What I would wear if I was getting beheaded by a guillotine in mid-century Europe. Can't stop thinking about the world's first ethical incel. I'm the first ethical incel. I don't hate women or nothing. I just don't get people with good grammar are scary. Especially when they be like, "How are you?" "Good." And then they go, "Good." Like, bro, you're scary. Everyone is becoming Shakespeare now, I see. Shakespeare. Oh, the word "oh" is hot. Please marry me. What? I'm wondering how long it took to paint this. It took about 1.5 months from what I remember. Also, the artist was so focused on painting, they forgot to eat and they died as well. What? Are you serious? No, I felt like lying. He'll never drop this crown. Yeah, he can never take it off either. He's stuck. Curse of binding. Not being able to relax all morning because I have a minor commitment later in the afternoon. OMG, your outfit looks cute. Thank you so much, cutie. This is my uniform. Imagine having uniform. Pins you against the wall and starts nibbling at your neck. Me when I'm playing Candy Crush and the deep voice guy says, "Nova." I can't. Toasty. Sweet. Delicious. I'm ending this video. The hangman watching his life come to a grim end because a class of 3rd graders couldn't guess the word butter. I hope you guys know it's a reflex to push things in our mouth to our teeth so we can chew. If a dentist is telling you more than once to move your tongue, you are probably subconsciously licking them. Nah, I do it on purpose. Thank you. As someone who has been murdered, this means a lot. You're welcome. I'm so sorry. Ratio. L. W. Geometry was such a scam. Teachers were like, "Prove this is a triangle." Bro, what do you mean? Look at it. I would sit either way. The font? What about it? Nothing. Sorry to bother. She thinks blocking me is enough, but I recreated her entire personality on character.ai. And now we talk 24/7. You look nothing like your profile picture. I think I do, thanks. Bro is frequently wrong. What is he even talking about? Onto nothing. Again. Yo, he's onto nothing. Freezing cold take. Friendly tip. If you do something bad or illegal, always make sure there's someone else around to blame. Preferably an American tourist or a Taylor Swift fan. Me, when I play solitaire on my phone for 20 minutes and I tapped the screen because it started to go dark, but then I realized I didn't even have my phone in my hand and it's on my nightstand. So I was just hallucinating an entire game of solitaire. Me, when someone owns an item that I feel is more fitting to my personality than theirs, even though that isn't how anything works. Me, when I find the most amazing songs ever, but it's made by some singer named Spoingle Dongle, and they haven't released a new song in years. Me, after saying all day, when I get home, I'ma be on that study grind. And when I get home, I'm suddenly paralyzed and I'm unable to do anything at all whatsoever. Prove it's a triangle. Bro, prove your wife didn't leave you. Calculate the probability of your dad coming back. Me leaving my chemistry lab after getting a 12,000% error and blaming it on a poorly calibrated scale. How do you even manage to do that?
If you think women don't belong in STEM careers, then just say that.
Your fiance gets kidnapped in a foreign country. You stay out till 2 a.m. searching with authorities, but eventually you have to call it and return to your hotel. Do you still do your skincare routine? Yes or no? When liberals make GTA, of course there's a female protagonist. You not rocking with women? 6.5 out of 10. And just gives a fake IP address. Y'all ever put on a fit so hard that you gotta beat the hell out of an elderly person? No, just you, bro. Me, watching someone get cooked for an opinion I low-key agree with. Me getting ready to exterminate everyone in the room after they all watched my masculinity and honor get neglected and tarnished by a bouncing ping pong ball that I was frantically trying to pick up. I hate guys who poop on people who were born in 2006 to 2009. Aren't you supposed to be tucked in bed by your mummy? Bro, aren't you supposed to be paying your taxes or something? It's not my fault my parents didn't smash an 843 BC in them ancient days or whatever. Cut that out, it ain't funny. Lol, my Muslim grandma told me that my Sasuke figure would come alive on the Day of Judgment and attack me, and I swear I had to hide my excitement. When I was 10, I asked my mum for Robux and she said, "Maybe when pigs can fly." And I told her, "Didn't you go on a plane fine last month, and then she threw a pan at my head. Every night at 9 p.m, my dog chooses something to guard. He's at work, stop distracting him. Don't touch his almond, dude. Maybe don't even look at it, or breathe near it. I recently found out my first kiss is buried at the same cemetery I'm getting buried at, so I'll be able to kiss him again in the afterlife, even though I'm getting buried next to my husband. There will be drama. Do Marge Simpson. There's a lot going on here. Genuinely, I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to have kids. You're telling me if they suggest getting ice cream for dinner and picking up another dog on our way back, I have to say no and act like that's not a great idea? Sorry, I'm not fake. Unc done seen the yet. Unc is tweaking. Went out with a guy and I told him I only messed with the real serious cat guys. Not, oh, I kinda like cats, but they have to be true catmen. And he looks me dead in the eyes and meows. Meow. KK, are you male or female? Basically, my mum is female and my dad is male, so I'm mixed. When he thinks he has blocked me on everything, but has no idea I am Shine Giveaway 171719. It's Sheen, isn't it? Cannot comprehend how people actually hate on winter. Like, what can you not like about it? You can layer clothes, you don't sweat, you don't burn, there's snow, air is fresh and cold, and you get to be nice and cozy in bed when it's cold. I think winter's pretty cool. Seasonal depression. Just gotta make it to Friday. Guys, at 6 a.m. on a Sunday, I literally used to do this. TikTok Sigma male accounts who idolize Patrick Bateman when I tell them the point of the movie was that Patrick was actually just another NPC loser who had schizophrenia and nobody knew who he was. Isn't it funny how inaccurate this is? In it, Americans think every British person is a thick, accented, unintelligible person because they've never interacted with one. Tuesday, innit, mate? Guys seeing their deepest and darkest secret that they told their best friend not to tell anyone being read out by a robotic voice in complete detail on a TikTok Reddit video with 6 million views. Psychology students be having the chillest study sessions until they realize why their parents don't love them. My nurse bought me an M&M cookie because I went 3 days without telling people I'm 44 years old. Wow, you ruined the streak. You just told us. My cat patiently waiting for me to turn on the TV so she can watch cartoons on her Disney Plus account. Book Talk Girlies help. How much spice does this book have? Warning. Joke. What do you call a dog in Ohio? Zog. Life isn't fun, guys. After realizing they can volunteer to a homeless shelter and bake cookies for the little kids and watch them eat the cookies happily. The ancient Greeks, after choosing the most useless, low durability, fire-maintaining wood, olive, to build literally everything with, Blood is planning something really mischievous. Romanticize everything in your life. For example, these are all the spices I used while making dinner, and I'm pretending they are all at a town hall meeting to discuss the structure of the school's after-school program. Bro, I absolutely hate the beach. It's so dirty and understimulating, but my wife wants to sit out here all day. No games, no TV, no nothing. Like, you've seen one wave, you've seen them all. Let's wrap it up. A Walmart Chili's and a 4-way intersection sure would look great here. The chicken sandwich I expected to get while out to eat, and what they actually got. Wait, chickens aren't even that big. I'm so uncomfy. Math problem be like, that's not a chicken sandwich, that's a sandwich chicken. I got a new French neighbor and he literally laughs in French. He laughs in French and it's so annoying because he's always giggling in his garden so I can hear him. How do you laugh in French? Why is he giggling in his garden? Do they go ha 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 ha? Getting all of this for $0? Bro, people don't understand how easy it is to get free stuff. How, please? Steal, bro. You need to prove to me that's an actual place and not the back rooms. It's a hotel in London, I believe. It's a hotel in Florida, I believe. Trying to be different with that tech. When he says, you look good, but the random guy outside 7-Eleven says, Konnichiwa, my beautiful Korean princess. You look stunning. Bro is sagging in his little sweater. He looks like an unseasoned boiled chicken. I have a 11 in English. An 11. Makes sense. You uploaded a video on October 21st, 2020, and you spelled the word fall incorrectly. Be quiet, please. It's a weird hiccup. Do you have a speech impediment? No, I'm just from New Jersey. My husband's girlfriend is from New Jersey, and she doesn't sound like you. Okay, I literally don't have a speech impediment. Husband's girlfriend? At least I'm not the one with a speech impediment. Me, staring at the active now. My friend has, knowing they've left me undelivered for 7 hours. Not gonna lie, I like it when they do this. I like being left out. The distance feels comfortable because I don't like that feeling of closeness. Lol. You are one unique person. You're so entrenched in online discourse that it's starting to dilute your perception of what an actual problem is. I used to think I was being moved by the Holy Spirit during worship, and then I felt the same way at a Fall Out Boy concert, and I realized I just like live music. Dudes with long hair are so weird. Like, why do you grow your hair? What products do you even use? Are you single? What's your Instagram? Are you free this Saturday? I was walking to the gig and I heard a person say, oh my gosh, that's Michael Bublé. And then the person beside them said, Who gives a damn? POV. After the 97th lap around your room, the characters in your head just did something completely unscripted, altering the plotline and changing the entire story. Bye. I thought this was German at first. Historians in 300 years trying to decipher what this is.
Yabba dabba doo!
Cows watching me cry. I know, they talked about you all night after you left. Girl, we gotta get up early tomorrow. When you start crying in class. Cows. It has feelings. I told my husband that Oppenheimer doesn't pass the Bechdel test and he said, you know, it's historical. It's based on a true story. My bad. I forgot women were one-dimensional hysterical set dressings and not real complex people. Big Hit Entertainment is calling. The police. You served. However, I will not be eating. You ate, but sadly you threw up. How I stare at the chemistry teacher after putting a block of sodium in the water tank. The whole school is about to explode. Me rising from underneath the local femboy's bed at 3 a.m. His loved ones will never see him again. Me, walking into class after winter break. My ability to grasp simple concepts has decreased to that of a domestic animal. I give my cat dysphoria by making him look at this freak cat while he eats. You printed out a TikTok screenshot. China has banned women from modeling lingerie on online shopping live streams, so men are doing it instead. This is exactly what happened to medieval theater. Me, genuinely tweaking when anyone makes me late to anything. Me, examining the menu at Olive Garden, knowing I'm just gonna get a fettuccine alfredo. I don't think I'm attracted to anyone anymore. I'm not even asexual, I'm just that much of a hater. How I feel using big words in my essays that I myself do not know the meaning of. POV, you FaceTime your cat from uni. Go home right now. You best be on your way home. That feminine urge to flirt with the socially awkward boy who's never gotten any female attraction. Christians, stop performing exorcisms. The demon has entered the human body, and it's not your right to terminate it. Life begins at possession. Please. Little Red Riding Hood ain't banned. It is in Texas and Arkansas. No, it isn't. I know, I was spreading misinformation. You start getting discombobulated and apprehensive. Dude, I want you so bad. I'm not joking. When a guy with thyphobia starts acting up, is that like the fear of holes? Tryphobia? The 35-year-old middle school band teacher watching 4 pale, greasy, unathletic kids T-pose around a Bluetooth speaker, playing the USSR anthem. It's the 4th time this week, and it's Tuesday. If I get murdered then turned into a documentary, and some true crime girl says,
She wasn't fazed by my death.
I'm going to haunt you all, when I say girl, in a sentence to a straight guy, and they start getting offended and say, I'm not a girl, as if I couldn't tell. Me writing an email to my professor and rereading it 7 times to make sure I didn't accidentally type, Good afternoon, professor, big bull, fat, big in my... I'm never getting over the fact that romance as a genre, as the highest selling genre, exists largely because straight women fantasize about being loved and treated kindly by men, and men constantly make fun of this because they think it's just that unrealistic, that they could cherish women, and that women are stupid in the first place for wanting such an impossible thing. When I die, someone hack my Instagram and post, Jesus, fine as hell, or it's hot as hell down here, and shake up everyone's life really quick. My teacher that put us on silent lunch in 5th grade died today. Whoa, rest in peace, you silent forever now. Yeah, she is definitely haunting you. Enjoy the horrible karma, Jay. Why is watching an anime on your laptop in an airport so humiliating? Like, Nami, please put your gigantic things away for like a few episodes, please. I'm on the part where they're meeting Frankie, and they're kind of fighting, and Usopp just fought Luffy. Not the comments making it their profile pictures. Who would do that? Me, when anyone asks when I'm going to practice driving / get my license. The world isn't ready for me to be on the road. Mischievous walk. Buddy is up to no good. Blood is having a bad day. Me, possessing the unique ability to look up a YouTube tutorial when you're having a super specific computer issue and a deleted user on Reddit from 3 years ago comes to your rescue. Why are they always deleted users? They were hunted down by Bill Gates. Found someone's lost dog and they're refusing to negotiate the reward amount. It's like, what power do you think you have here? I have the dog. That's a ransom, not a reward. Like the song by Lil Tecca. My sweet cottagecore mother is so excited about her literal scythe. Reaper core. Question. Me, watching the barber ruin my hair while I prepare to say, wow, that looks great. I heard it's breakup season. Not us, Pookie Bear. You're stuck with me for life. Me, saying maybe to plans I will definitely not be attending. Me, when I'm at the schizophrenic competition and I realize my opponent was never real. I've won. These 2-day weekends are starting to feel a lot like 30-minute lunch breaks. Orange cat activities. Life, after I realized that God gave us a second kidney for a startup budget. When she blocks you on everything, so you start delivering packages for Shein. Hot take. Among Us is literally romanticizing manipulation. I should be allowed to enter anyone's home whenever I want. Like, I just want to see. Me, when an intruder tries to rob me at 3 a.m. and I try to scare him away by drawing him pregnant. When you go to itch your eyebrow, but there's a pimple secretly hiding underneath. Or the ones on your back when you accidentally scratch it and it feels like you just got shot and you start clawing at the walls. Old people used to be like, no elbows on the table, that's rude. Then they use racial slurs. Is ice a rock? And it is. Geologists say it is. So is Ice Cube the rock? I am a lava monster who eats rocks. My sister gave birth exactly a month after her 20th burnt cat. New gen anime fans, when you want to watch Naruto instead of that time I got reincarnated as a used McDonald's fry in a McDonald's parking lot. There's one where a guy gets reincarnated into an ASMR mic and schoolgirls use it. When your nose is stuffed and you lay there thinking about the time it wasn't stuffed and how you took breathing for granted. Welcome to the lactose intolerant convention, sir. If I don't text back at night, it's because I'm helping out Batman. POV. You're at somebody's house and they put bread in the fridge. It was hiding it from you, V505. Do crackheads ever say, I'm too broke to tweak tonight? No, they get up and make it happen. I used to love arguing, but it kinda gets old when you're right all the time. It's funny how we all sleep differently. I sleep on my side, my brother sleeps on his back, and my ex sleeps with everybody. That sort of thing. My toxic trait is telling my friends I'm always down for anything, when in reality, I mean not after 9 p.m. Depends on the weather, food should be involved, parking situation, and my mood that day. When the plan I made in my head for how my day would go doesn't go that way. I hate sharing my favorite people. Go find your own. When I see someone cool on the street and I'm wearing an outfit that doesn't show the real me, randomly deciding to go on an unfollowing spree, cutting off people who aren't relevant to me anymore. When I put my phone on D&D and open it to find out that in fact no one wanted to disturb me. Does anyone else stay up late, then regret it the next morning and does the exact same thing the next day? POV. Me putting myself on music timeout because I almost crashed. I can't decide if people who wear pajamas in public have given up on their life or are living it to the fullest. And that's when you find out about perspective. Me, whenever I hear a plane pass and unironically think it's the start of the Third World War. I understand why Grandpa used to stand at the window like that now. When you're on autopilot and all of a sudden your heart drops to your stomach and you get insanely hot. Why are plane tickets so expensive? You're going that way anyway, so just give me a ride. They actually make you go blind if you wear them for more than an hour. Where did you hear this? I made it up. Me at 3 a.m. trying to figure out whether that's my jacket or a headless man standing very still in the dark. Me in 5th grade when someone asked me if Slenderman was real. I was the most gullible person alive. Had a crush on him. He got banned in my house. I love a man in a suit. Sue me. What's paint thinner? What do you think? Tell me the answer or shut up. Where are the salt and vinegar chips I asked you to hold? Retracted my smile when I saw the likes. What if I retracted the vital organs from your body? TikTok is a place. My Pookie is slowly replacing me. Which one, Pookie? The one I'm talking to right now. Just because I said my dead dog was my first best friend doesn't mean I'm replacing you. I just told you she was my first best friend. I'm sorry if I hurted you. If I bring you breakfast in bed, just say thank you. I don't want to hear all that, how did you get into my house? When you genuinely need help, but don't say anything cause dad ain't raised no baby. When a homeless man asks me for some spare change, but I'm low-key in the same financial situation as him. Me to my future husband. Honey, how are you? Wow, amazing, I would love that. And his actual wife replied, am I not enough for you? I don't like to think before I speak. I like to be just as surprised as everyone else about what comes out of my mouth. Daily reminder, do not be the bigger person. Put that guy's teeth in the back of his throat when she leaves you undelivered for an hour. So you sign her up for Iraq for the next 3 years. I want to know what color underwear you've got on. Brown. It was white the night before. Want to sell it? Pause. Resume. When you mistakenly murder a bug in front of that one person who thinks bugs go home and enjoy quality time with their family. Enjoying myself because life didn't end when my ex-girlfriend cheated on me with a guy, got pregnant, and tried to convince me the baby was mine. I'm a female. POV. You're in the passenger seat and I'm peeping you to see if you mess with the music. Do you ever pull out your phone to check the time, but you have to do it again because you forgot to look at the clock, or am I tripping? Every teacher has that one student who gives you butterflies when they walk into class. I know this guy, he teaches 2nd grade at my nephew's school. POV, you overthink every single small thing and feel controlled by your thoughts. When you realize you're not a genius, you're just an overthinking guy. Me, trying to figure out how we missed our 8:30 flight when we got at the gate at 8:15, but apparently the flight took off at 8:05 and our luggage is on board, but not us. Me, thinking about how boring my family would be if the main character, me, was never born. Me, walking out of the Apple store with an iPhone 15 Pro Max in my mouth. Me, when I have to restart a song because the conversations and thoughts I was having in my head got too loud and I missed half the song. Me, after I asked the teacher for help, but she says, read the questions carefully. Have you ever noticed that you never really realize how lonely you are until it's the end of the day and you got a lot of things to talk about, but there's no one to talk to? That introvert urge to check phone for no reason in public to avoid awkwardness. POV, your friends are trying to cheer you up after your boyfriend cheats on you with an Instagram bot scam. That's low. When they want to meet up in person, but that means it'll ruin their perceived internet version of me. And they will also see my side profile when I'm eating McDonald's and the food is made right and actually tastes edible. So I know they have high schoolers grinding to get a car and an iPhone 15 on the grill. Me, blowing air on my cat because they don't like it. Big bad wolf got nothing on you. I took his e-collar off and this is the funniest thing I've seen all day. Vegan homie to Korean barbecue for his surprise birthday party. Why are the sobbing emojis so red? Filter, because they're very upset. Me, closing my eyes just for a second on a school day. Why does the iPad have a dimple? It's not a dimple. When your professor says, for every hour we spend in class, you should be studying 3 hours outside of class. Of course, professor, I'll just go slow the Earth's rotation. When my DoorDash driver waits for me to pick up my food. POV, me staring at bro after he just said, we're not scared of you guys, to a group of gangsters while on our vacation in Mexico. I'm gonna use that for my builds, only if you say that's okay. Please do, that would be wonderful. Thanks, I'm gonna use it either way. I love Scottish people so much, and the Welsh have dragons. UK, are you okay? As a member of UK, I say no. As a member of the UK, I concur. Wait, what's England's national animal? T. Lion. Quantum immortality. I'm ending myself soon. It's so much I can't do it anymore. Bro fell for quantum immortality. Oldest trick in the book. The classic quantum immortality gag. My toxic trait is spending money because I know I'll get more, but I just don't know where from. 7-year-old me looking at random window miles away. To make it clear to the sniper, he ain't slick. When someone says I look emo and gay, but that just means my fit is hard. Me, after throwing a basketball at a girl's head so I would have to escort her to the nurse. Then later on, ask for her number so I could check up on her because I felt guilty. Introduction. It's written by anyone besides the author. It's just a random guy writing the author's meat for 19 pages. For real, like I can do that myself. Big fart at church. That's gotta be some type of sin. Unfortunately, I will go mute the second my feelings are hurt. When someone says, they asked about you, and I make them repeat the entire conversation down to exactly what they said word for word, who was all there, and where they were. Me, when I remember a memory so embarrassing, I literally have to scream to make myself forget. When you're in the car with your best friend, and they almost get you in a tragic car accident, and all they say is, whoops. When you start giving everyone slow replies, letting your room get messy, staying in bed for hours, ignoring calls, and losing your appetite. When you search something on Google, and it shows a helpline number instead of the results. Girls thinking their psychiatrist cares about them is the same as men thinking the women that dance for them actually love them. This comment is my Roman Empire. Getting ready to lose your V card by your cousin. No, just no. You serious? This has hardly any likes, so I don't think it's bait. Or is it bait? I don't know. My ex threw my mum's ashes in the river, so I threw her father's. When they asked to see a party trick, so you grab your car keys and drive home after 16 beers. Whoever shot at Drake's house. Not cool. Don't you know there's children in there? Saluting all the girls who survived. I like you. I'm just not ready for a relationship. But you're like the best person I ever met, but I just need to work on myself, and you don't deserve that. Girls, after realizing that romance will always be better in your head and real relationships aren't like your fantasies. Getting a nose job so my future kids can be born with naturally small noses. I didn't ask to be born. Once you don't reply to my message in a while, I'ma delete it. You can practice being a celebrity to someone else. Me, trying to remember who I am after someone says, tell me more about yourself. Me in 30 years, watching my wife and kids leave me because I refuse to give up drinking. I'm dedicated, not addicted. When I'm not texting anyone back because I'm going through a depressive episode, but everyone just thinks I'm being a meanie. When you realize in 18 days, you're losing full custody of 600 of your kids. People don't even ask if they can hit the vape anymore. They just look at you like this. Me at the red light, trying my hardest to pretend I don't see the homeless man asking me for money. Me walking through life being stressed. Premium edition, because I sleep, eat, and stare into nothing instead of doing anything relevant for my future. Me genuinely tweaking, because I don't know how to react when they're singing me happy birthday. When you're walking and you realize that the dream you had 2 days ago is about to happen in this exact moment. The feeling of being left unseen by the whole group chat ain't like anything else. POV. Imagine one day waking up from a nap and everything you lived through was just a dream, and it's 2015 and you fell asleep at the park. I am not an alcoholic, but some of my friends are. So when they drink, I do too because I'm supportive like that. Me, realizing my friends probably haven't had a good laugh since they last saw me because I'm the funniest person alive. My biggest flex was pulling it. No, this isn't a flex. You're a victim. What? Not a flex? How do you think this is a flex? I have sent a nuke to your No! Me staring at that. I'm sorry, I know I'm ugly and annoying. Text from the guy that is in fact annoying and ugly. When you are faced with someone who has the same mentality you had 4 years ago, and now you have to give your past self advice. Looking at the I miss you text after she literally destroyed me. People are hesitant to spend $20 on a game they'll enjoy for hours, but will gladly spend $20 on a meal they will enjoy for 30 minutes. Remembering when a guy asked me what my body count was, and I thought he was asking about my weight, and I said 112. I got sad because he seemed grossed out. I have a crush. I'm the one who has the crush on my cousin. I crush on my cousin? When my kids get me a handmade card for my birthday. I wanted a vape. Me, in a few weeks, seeing a YouTube video from 4 years ago, thinking it was posted in 2016, but it's actually from 2020. Let's try cheesecake. I will end myself and blame it on this reel. POV. You're my infant son after saying,
Go go gaga.
Instead of, Father, I will very swiftly grab another beer for you. Dad lore is low-key the craziest thing, because why have I known this man my whole life? And just yesterday, he decided to tell me he accidentally joined a cult in his 20s. When the rumor is so creative, you can't even defend yourself. Me, when I hear someone mention one of my interests that I'm disgustingly educated in. When a boy calls me pretty, but last week a woman in a McDonald's bathroom told me I was the most beautiful girl she had ever seen, and told me I should be a model. The look the OCD girls give me when I tell them if I would stay up until 3 AM, the witching hour. I would force myself to stay up until it was over, because if I didn't, I would get possessed in my sleep. When you've gone a little too long without getting in trouble, and you feel a canon event approaching. POV. Your mum is yelling at you because you do nothing in the house, but you washed a plate the 23rd February, 1451. When I was 13, I wrote my crush a letter confessing Wait, what? So they meant to actually give it to the crush, but they gave it to an English teacher, and the English teacher asked this person to stay behind and said they felt the same way. Why? When someone said, the people who live in your house know you the least in your life. That was so real, because mine don't know I saved the city at night for real. Me, trying to explain to my family and friends that it feels physically impossible to get up and start my tasks and responsibilities because I'm just stuck. Like, I want to get up and do things, but I just can't get up. Life is too short. Do whatever you want. Yell at fast food employees. Avoid working a job. Have an unsustainable amount of chicken. Abandon your children. It's a free country. One time I was editing a Google document at the same time as my boss, and he wrote, hello. So on the line underneath, I wrote, hi, hehe. But then he kept typing and it said, hello, Hollywood, because he was typing out information on the location of our next board meeting. When you're going band for band with bro, and he says, that's why you can't love yourself. You are a product of two people that couldn't even love each other. Ever wondered what it would look like if you accidentally hit your bestie in the face with a 360-degree camera? I hope we're friends in every life lifetime and in every universe. I want to breed you. Y'all better delete them baby names out your notes. It's 60 degrees in December. Ugh, I hate being tiny. A group of guys just picked me up by my waist and took turns carrying me around as they teased me for my delicate and small body. Me watching all of my friendships fall apart because I don't talk to anyone. Me resisting the urge to say, I ate it, whenever someone asks me about something they lost. A girl without a peepee is like an angel without wings. When $*S doesn't understand human anatomy. No matter how ugly you are, remember that if you were a character, a mentally ill teenager would post a video of you on TikTok and caption it. Okay, hear me out. The feminine urge to block anyone who starts to show a loss of interest in you so that you can abandon them before they abandon you. You know what doing a bunch of TikTok screenshot meme videos have taught me? Out of every other website, I think if you are a therapist and you wanted to make the most money, just go to TikTok. Thinking about the first time I made out with a girl after leaving conversion therapy and my cross kept falling on her face, so she asked me to take it off and I sobbed. She then tried to comfort me by singing God is a Woman because that's the only Christian song she knew. When Netflix doesn't have the video, that kills you when you watch it anymore. So you have to pirate it from a shitty website, but you end up getting spy killed. I'm so confused. Genuinely asking, are some of you okay? What do you mean you don't have to pretend like you don't care he didn't shower? And he's racist. When I say something cringe that I saw on TikTok to my friend and they don't know what I'm talking about. Remember our song? I've been crushing. Piper, do you remember? Stop. Humps wool. How to draw a moving bag with 2 marbles. This isn't really a meme, I don't think it's just... Actually, it can be. Actually, yeah, I think, yeah. If you know, you know, I think. Maybe that's just my mind being weird. No, they knew what they were doing. Wow, guys, she's hilarious. That person commented that she was photosynthesizing, so she put up a diagram of photosynthesis. You should do stand-up. I do stand-up. And everyone's just lying. Lying, everyone's just like, why did I say lying? Oh, I said lying because I read dying, as I was laughing. Me, when I think about the fact that everyone views me in a different way, and some people know a version of me that doesn't even exist anymore. I love ending videos off with a deep meme. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye. The average person falls asleep in 7 minutes. Who? Who are these people? Genuine question. Why do people put their mental disorders in their bio? I don't understand. American. Super cute idea. I love this for y'all. But that mattress is going to slide right off that damn hillside. That's the plan. The fact I know how to hide a dead body and look innocent is, well, kinda crazy. Nice hair. Can I see your father covered in oil with no clothes dancing? What? Can you do asthma? I can't breathe. The only thing that could make you cuter if you were terminally ill, and I'm not explaining. The way I would have been beating my sister's butt at every family gathering. Think you can hurt my feelings? My sister now has a family with my ex of 4 years, and I still get forced to see them at family gatherings. Try holding your nephew, that could have been your son. Android hate is worse than racism. Starting to feel like this relationship is one-sided. Me, when someone's email ends with anything other than @gmail.com, what do you mean your email is Yahoo? What are you so happy about? Men are naturally smarter than women. Sorry. Van? Real guys don't ask for the name of a song. They just search up whatever lyrics they hear and hope for the best. These videos are like Cocomelon for racist 13-year-olds. When I Google the patient's question, because I don't know the answer, if at least 6 billion of us did this, we might be able to find the missing Titanic submarine, and maybe see the Titanic ourselves for free. When we're done, we just all take a wee, fill it right back up. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I remember saying, no, we can't, to the Bob the Builder theme song. That's where the darkness in me began. The malice, the hatred. It was all from that moment. Love your hair. Are you disabled? He's onto something. I don't care about inflation. Just print more money and don't tell anyone.
But the prices will go up.
So put him back down. It's all just imaginary numbers anyway. Me explaining how it's actually really awesome that fire burns in the visible light spectrum, because otherwise we would be screwed. Lol, what the hell? Who is that? Boys don't realize how long things stay in a girl's head and how much they think about it. It goes both ways, what do you mean? Fags, I sit in my room daily about all the stuff that's happened. I still remember that one time a girl drew a cute monkey on paper. Ooh, ooh, ha, ha. When the teacher pairs me with the popular kid, so I say, who? To humble them. McDonald's employers using literal black magic to mess up an order of 2 things. When I ordered a plain cheeseburger, they handed me 2 fish Connects, or whatever they're called. You seem so much happier. Did you delete Discord? Haha, no I didn't. I still have one. You should join. Get well soon. Cracker companies, after convincing people holes in crackers are aesthetic, and not just an excuse to charge more money for less cracker. It's so they bake evenly. Bootlicker. Okay. These look like the images they would show you on a Netflix special about how you mysteriously disappeared, then were found brutally murdered. 8-year-old me watching my dad sharpen my pencil with a knife. Bro, I did this in elementary school because my dad did it and the teacher told me, we're not in the Stone Age, and gave me a mini pencil sharpener. Teachers, after picking a student who is literally scared to breathe too loud to answer the question. There are 19 other hands up. Who else has a disabled sheep baby that's addicted to Wipeout? Why do you have a sheep? I'm crying. It won't stop printing. My favorite customer service slip-ups. Once I told a teenage boy we were going to the executor after his court hearing. I meant exit interviewer. One time, I tried to ask a customer if they wanted a receipt, and I looked them in the eye and said, "You want me?" I cried afterwards. Asked a patient before surgery if he was diabetic, and he said no, and I said, "You will be." I hope this kid never gets bullied or put down. I thought you meant put down. Why is there a boy brushing his teeth in school? And why is he making weird gasping noises? And why is there another boy saying, "You like that?" Boys are so weird, like, brush your teeth more. In my 12 years on God's green earth, I have never seen a blue-eyed black person with black eyes. Bro made me lose a brain cell, but we up. POV, the cops at your school sit on lifeguard chairs to watch for fights at lunch. Bro looks like he is about to start the fight. Public school is a fever dream. Prison vibes. You sure you're not in jail? Oh, officer, I think I'm drowning. Just remembered that in case you get frustrated at your cat, they have the average IQ of a 2-year-old. Mine reads Shakespeare before bed. Oh, that's adorable. Mine reads the encyclopedia back and forwards. I'm sure your cat will get there eventually. Oh, that's so cute. Mine reads the whole dictionary 10 times, then reads The Outsiders 500 times. Your little kitty will get there one day. Mine has diabetes. Mine's a psychologist. This is the kind of pro-transit energy we're bringing in 2024. You guys gotta walk, but I get a personal driver to pick me up in a $2.7 million car with leather seats and outlets. Me mentally preparing myself to respond to Elliot, he/it's comment.
Is this targeted?
Me staring at a cute boy with middle part longish hair. Duets on, by the way. Long distance friendships are so hard. 7-minute walk. What am I supposed to canonically do with oil after making french fries? Hyperfixating on art for 9 hours. That one weekend I spent 12 hours drawing 123 peepees. Biblically accurate artist. The dream, to be honest. When the guy she cheated on you with ends up killing her. Seeing if my pig will match my energy. I know you ain't struggling to open an aluminium can. Why do you have a pole in your room? To know what it feels like to be a doner kebab in a kebab shop. Me getting lunch and realizing I gave a guy life in prison without parole because I was hungry. I got connections that'll shut you down in a second. No, he's innocent. I want one. I don't think you can buy people anymore. Sorry. She meant the hat. My son has super strength. Hulk would absolutely crush Griffin with just one finger. Griffin is nowhere even close to the strength of Hulk, let alone even comprehending a half. Stay back, kitten. There is a beta nearby trying to steal your drumstick. No fear. Alpha will protect you. One day, I will have the pleasure of watching your life drain from your body. Mark my words. Redo your first emoji. Emoji. Mine. Watching in 2040 as the judge sentences you to 1 week liminal space jail via Neuralink that'll feel like 10,000 years because of a fake AI video showing you falsely committing a crime in 8K. Me after threatening little kids on Roblox. POV, me having a sandwich, realizing I can't figure out if there's 365 birthdays or 8 billion birthdays.
8 billion birthdays.
Some kid just laughed at me because of my goth look. Don't mind the ambulance in the background. Someone just died. What hurts more than a breakup? Getting your organs ripped out? People in a library when a person with a gun enters the building. I'm dating my brother. I'm for real an old lady with a bad memory. Did he eat a lemon or something? You guys, trees are actually so important. I'd push him in a locker. You're in his DMs. I'm his Boy Scout leader. We are not the same. No way, bro. You can't be saying this stuff. Edit. What I meant is being a mentor and showing a boy how to build a Pinewood Derby car is much more close than being his online friend. Oh no, Uncle Ron. When you get dumped a week before Valentine's, but the photos you were going to give him as a present turn out like this. Respectfully, why would you give photos of yourself as a present? Brad dodged an awkward gift. The vast majority of physical labor done in this world is done by men. Your house was built by men. The food and water you consume was created by men. He meant plumbing. He literally said consume. Who is guzzling toilet water? Nobody has worn that hillbilly outfit in 700 years. Alright, cool. At least my parents aren't divorced, and proceeds to don't throw stones in glass houses. Oh my gosh, you're such a big Nana fan. I bet you must have so much merch. I'm just trying to use the bathroom. Go piss, girl. I mean they. We are not even 1 month into 2024, and so much is happening. The Eiffel Tower is burning down. I had the boom shakalaka with my cousin. When you lose $1,000 at the casino, but the $12 In-N-Out meal hits. The only thing I would be hitting after losing 1K is my head, probably with a brick. When the goth mummy leaves the bathroom and you didn't hear the toilet flush. What I would wear to the electric chair. When a customer I was ringing up put her card in the wrong way and then apologized and said, "Sorry, it's the brain cancer," and then started crying. Only one sock goes missing because if both did, you wouldn't notice. Why does bro have a landmine? Is holding your firstborn son after childbirth deriding? Because in my opinion, why are you hyped for another man to come our wife? What? My uncle's friend made me install this game and take care of her pet while she was in jail. I saw a girl on TikTok who put her salt lamp in the dishwasher and didn't realize it would dissolve, and it's been on my mind for 3 days. I thought I could wash my salt lamp in the dishwasher. You can't apparently. Thank God I screenshotted it. Where did my cotton candy go? Asks the raccoon after washing it. I might die, y'all, but this storm is low-key slaying, like period queen, get your revenge. It was the devil. So close. That's a skinwalker. This looks like the taxidermy fox. That's not a dog, that's just some guy. Why is your dog really ugly? That's the real question. I need to stop applying for random jobs on Indeed.com. I gotta play Florida State in 1 hour. One time I joined a project to make a fan-made season 2, and it ended with me accused of making a cult to prey off the mentally ill. What? I thought he was in a salad spinner and you were tormenting him. Why is he so distraught? He's freshly out of the egg and was quacking at the time. That ain't I show speed. That's I demonstrate fast. My teacher literally beat FNAF in the middle of class. Just locked eyes with the most gorgeous man I've ever seen in my life, and I'm dressed like a wizard, making sure my daughter gets all the love and attention so she doesn't fall for your raggedy son. Ain't no toddlers safe now. You remind me of my older cousin who pulled me into the closet and tried to kiss me. Weird vibes, my guy. Help, I got too invested into the Dharma series and drew him. The uncooked lobsters on the Titanic when it sank. Why do adults act like champagne tastes like heaven? This tastes like crocodile ashes. Pronunciation pro. How do I pronounce "nya" in a very shaky voice? Please help. Your toes are exposed. Me, trying to listen to that one overrated artist everyone loves. It's the other way around for me. I want to listen to underground artists, but I get so bored. I think this guy's drowning. Put his head under a waterfall. Inflation. Pyrocynical dollar. No, because now that I think of it, how the hell did we not run out of phone numbers? Math, numbers, lot of numbers. I don't know. Imagine being held at gunpoint, bear with me, by a literal animal, and the only hope of rescue, bear with me, is posting a coded message on TikTok. Man, I love my job. My room ain't that messy. The room. Thank you for finishing the joke. I love you, homie. It's been a long day. You remind me of a guy that once sent me unsolicited, unclothed photos of himself to me. How was your day? Cooking these heart-shaped chicken breasts, waiting for my girlfriend to get home from her job, where she makes way more money than me, so I can paint pretty pictures and buy clothes online all day. Go to work. Literally no man deserves this. What? This house is a prison. Don't pee on the floor. Help me. What is with my school? When a former hospital volunteer proudly told me the story of when she snuck into a room and baptized a stillborn baby against the parents' wishes, because if she didn't, the baby would spend eternity in flames. Help, I fell asleep in the bathroom. School ended 5 hours ago. Escaped the evil school obby. New update. Just finished Normal People. I will never listen to a book talk recommendation ever again. How fast do I gotta walk? What they got going on at my school, bruh? Leader in me. I used to slide on my obs till I realized they were my greatest motivators. Okay guys, listen very carefully here. My dad went to the same coffee place every day for 6 weeks, hoping to see my mum again. So did they ever meet? Bro, why'd that dude look like a multiplayer? I think you mean Multiplier, the YouTuber. Yeah, I don't know, it does look like him. Watch as my cat takes 114 Steam screenshots. He's so goofy. Quit playing games. Pause. Didn't you used to be a trad wife or something? Or am I thinking about someone else? I was in a manic psychosis. Oh, word. Don't show a loser man your interests. He will steal your swag and use it to impress other women. For real, after we broke up, he made a playlist for another girl full of my favorite songs and bands I showed him. This, but I took it as a compliment because then that part of me will linger forever with him and his new girlfriend. Hashtag stay toxic. You'll always be the girl that farted in class. I'm so petite when I fart in class. I blast off and go through the roof. So coquette. Can someone explain why there's a 127-year-old video of a French fish on my 2021 Chromebook? I never downloaded this. How often do you do the Ed Sheeran smile? When I was 13, I wanted to see some high school Facebook drama, so I typed this girl's name into Facebook search bar, and then fell asleep and woke up to realize I'd posted her full name as a Facebook status. Viewer Pumpkins. That's not what I think it is it? No! If someone did this to me and sent me it on Twitter, I think I'd kill. My stomach hurts. What happened to this iPad? Did someone shoot it? My god. Think about it. He has done a total of 4 love confessions. Like, he's insane. To different people. No, just her. Hell nah. I got the math version of the meme. The goldfish tank meme. Escape. It can walk. POV. Me when I'm imagining fake scenarios before bed, and I have to keep starting over because the love interest is suddenly doing backflips and I can't get him to stop. Reconnecting with nature after whatever the hell that lecture from my dad was. People come over to your house and are like, can I get myself a glass of water? And you're like, sure. And you look over and they've chosen literally the most random glass you've ever seen. Calling the numbers on missing child posters and saying, Mommy, save me, is the most evil thing I've ever heard. Call the number and say, finders keepers, when even the weirdos at your school can get into relationships, but you can't. Bro's got the welcome to the underground boots. Cicada shell drawer. Are you feeding them? My uncle wasn't feeling great. Bro looks like he was meant to survive car crashes. What? Why is my voice doing that? I'm gonna drink some water. When I thought going to sleep at 5 AM on a school night was going to be fun, but now I'm fighting for my life in this cold classroom. Have y'all ever got so tired it feels like your skin is melting? I got the worst sleep debt of my life. I'm throwing every man who makes content like this in a pot and boiling them. When he takes my underwear off and a piece of paper with his name on it falls out. What? I don't know how I'd feel about this if this happened. Why? I need answers. I was telling my mum how I'm scared our earth is dying because there's no snow in Michigan right now, and some old lady chimes in with, I'm not gonna live in fear for the rest of my life. So I told her, well, you ain't got much left. She walked away. When someone asks me to name an Olympic swimmer other than Michael Bublé, Michael Bubble in the pool right now, not to be confused with the singer Michael Phelps, by the way. Common misconception. 7 times 3 being 21 is the best thing in all of math. So satisfying. It holds an indescribable grip on my happiness. There is nothing more perfect than this equation. 7 times 7 equals 29 is the reason I'm still alive. I was planning on having fun in college. No one warns you about carpet beetles. Why is John Lennon in your carpet? Farting in the chemistry exam to let my friends know the answer is gas. What happens when the answer is solid or liquid? If it's solid, you fart, then you ask to go to the toilet. If it's liquid, you just piss your pants. My mom was dying. A friend told me, you have your whole life to freak out about this. Don't do it in front of her. It really helped me to understand that my feelings are not always what's important. It is possible to delay a freak out, and that skill has served me innumerable times. Told my therapist I was going to ruin everything. She said, you don't have that much power. And that statement has always felt so freeing. A customer saw me watching the clock on my shift. Don't wish your life away, dear. The CIA couldn't torture this information out of me. When it's your 21st birthday, but he's too busy playing League of Legends to pick up dinner. So you pick it up yourself, but he starts another game when you come back, so you have to eat dinner by yourself, or the food will be cold, and to make it up to you, he takes you to buy a cake, but he forgot his wallet, so you have to buy your own birthday cake, and candles, and you're silently crying in the line at the register, and then he tells you he forgot to buy you a present too. Me, after reading those badly written sad poems that are trending all over TikTok, the consequences of scribble shrimp, pomegranate poetry and canny poetry is getting on my nerves. K9. Oh, some of y'all need to look up the butterfly effect, because some of these posts are like, my mum and my dad meeting, me being born, Ronald Reagan being president, equals my brother being named David, tags friend. What could possibly be relatable enough about this comment to tag your friend in it? John, off to catch the cheating wife. Should I do TikTok live memes? That'd be a bit insane. I think we're going into some uncharted waters with that idea. When I was in 4th grade, I tried to dump hundreds of tea bags into my grandma's pool to celebrate the 4th, but my dad found out and forbid me from doing it, so I started sobbing and put a single tea bag in the bathroom sink so I could still show my patriotism. POV, it's 1347. The plague wiped out your entire family, but you're on your 5th goblet of wine. The maidens are flashing their ankles and the bard drops this banger. Just put my cat in the most messed up twisted Halloween costume. I know most people will think I'm sick for this, but it's just a small glimpse inside of my dark and horrifying mind. Help, I downloaded this as a joke, but I've grown emotionally attached to it. I don't care if she's ugly, she's my pride and joy and deserves the world. It looks like a grown man. Guys, she's an angle. Does anyone remember when they used to say, inside of Angela's eye, there was a person watching you? As a kid, I was 100% convinced. I'm crying. Me, thinking about 6 years ago at sleepaway camp, when we said all of our celeb crushes, and 8 of us said him including me. He looks like he listens, what? How I thought the future would be after 2 hours in SOS mode. Is nobody gonna question why he has such an outfit? For this very scenario, why is his eyes red? Actually, they change color depending on his mood, and since he attacked you, he must have been angry. You look like you would have been invited to prom as a joke in a 2000s movie. When I get shot in the eye after thousands of people were sending me hate because I have brown eyes, my girl just used the term mansplaining incorrectly, and I have no idea what to do next. 11-year-old me experiencing the Tetris effect by trying to zoom in on a paper drawing. I almost added firewood to my shopping cart because I needed some in Fallout. I forgot my chapstick at home, and none of these people know how brave I'm being right now. Me, anytime there was a bake sale on in school, which meant you had to trust people's home baking hygiene, my friend found a toenail in her brownie. One thing I've noticed about having so many hair colors is that you will be treated the best with long brunette, the worst with short unnatural. You'll get hit on the most with red, and you'll be mansplained to the most with blonde of any length. Just decorating L'Manberg cake for my birthday, as neurotypical 20-year-olds often do. 20 years old and still cringe. 07. Me, looking for my grocery list in my notes app and finding the star GJ 1002 is 16 light years away, which means that right now, it's still watching my grandfather teach me the constellations right now. Right now, I am still 4 years old and nothing bad has happened to me. When I'm laughing, but then I remember the quote that said, in another universe, me and my high school friends are still having lunch together, and suddenly nothing's funny anymore. I told my dog to stop licking the floor, and he replied, criticism, like rain, may damper the spirit, yet from such showers, the soul's garden blooms ever brighter. Me explaining that people often forget that there were times before glasses, which explains many historical myths and legends. Sorry guys, that was gross. 2 ends of the psych ward. Low-key tempted to have a daughter and leave her when she's 9 so I can make one of these hot girls for the future. Does anyone else feel like if they weren't dating their boyfriend, like in another life, they'd want to be his mum? Like he's just so cute and would make a good son. What is the equivalent of a forehead kiss for men? Like what is something that I could do to feign closeness, to lead them on that would destroy them when they realize I'm not serious? Don't worry, I am not trying to use it against them or anything. I keep 2 quarters next to my sink in case I slip and die in the shower. I can then put them in my mouth and pay Sharon for the ferry, you know? It used to be just 1 quarter, but then I got worried about inflation. The airplane is the most lawless place known to man. It's 7:30 a.m. There are senior citizens drinking gin and tonics. The man next to us asked the stewardess to mix vodka with Sprite, and she did not bat an eye. I can smell someone painting their nails. An old man is doing jumping jacks. The rules of society do not apply in the air. I love driving people around. Oh, you can't drive yourself? You're so weak and desperate for me. You need me and my big, strong car. You're begging for me and my dominant car. You get shyly into the passenger seat, embarrassed that you still don't have a license. So obedient and weak. You put your little life into my big, strong hands. Yeah, never been so motivated. I need to get a license. Wow, woman ruined anime. I believe a man created Dragon Ball. The peak. What do you mean? Dragon Ball is not garbage. Dragon Ball is it's a culminaire. I wouldn't say it's peak. It's iconic. It set the way for a lot of animes. Don't disrespect Dragon Ball, come on.
Oh, we're gonna have a problem, dude. We're gonna have a serious problem.
Me at 6 years old, when my mum said she didn't have a favorite color. Why are you nearly crying? I love everything. Me, when I buy 6 $10 items, and the total is $60. They'd be like, look at me in the eyes. Like if that's gonna stop me from lying. No, but why do all the DoorDashers have weird names? I keep getting one named Omnivore. I think my parents might divorce. Ugly owl. Yes, and it's your fault. What did I do to you? Not him trying to act like he didn't just try to bite me. Me, debating if I should continue my healing journey or go insane. I want an e-boy. An e-boy? Instead have my Colgate toothpaste. Huh? Lol. Whoa, why do they say this? Colgate! Seasonal depression so bad you turn to prayer. Me, crying, because I know my kids are going to be bullied for having a smoking hot mum. When my mum tells me to stop making faces at my brother because he's terrified. POV, me chewing on dental floss because I live in an ingredient household. Me, pretending I don't know the drama, so I can get the tea from both sides. When you stop meowing and start mewing. Me, staring back at my dad after he tells me he would have dated me in what? There's no way. When he says his type is skinny girls, and you look like you ate 2 of them. What the hell is a self-made billionaire? You exploited all the workers by yourself? Me, wondering if I actually wanted that sandwich at 4 a.m. Or if I just want to be genuinely loved. I'm kinda like Batman, but instead of fighting crime, I talk to God a lot and cry. My brain convincing me that everyone I know hates me, so I should just stop texting them. You're in his DMs, I'm getting farted on. No, like he pins me down and farts on me, then laughs. My man seriously pinned me down and farted on my head. I was flabbergasted, caught her cheating and sent a screenshot. I was expecting a sorry, she said. You thought you ate, and blocked me, bro. POV. Me after being single for so long, my mum gives me the "it's okay to be gay" speech, and I have to explain I'm not gay, I just have zero riz. That raw chicken was absolutely bombastically realistic. Your organs are going to be harvested on the 6th of June. That's my birthday. POV. You're telling me the most traumatizing story on FaceTime, but I see myself in the corner. Me last week, while they gave my son's autism diagnosis through Zoom. I am bisexual, but y'all sometimes make me homophobic. Single. He held a switchblade to my neck. That looks like something he would do. One sentence that will start a massive argument. Sigma was made for math and Greek, not your mental illness. Me at 11:57 p.m. drunk in the bar bathroom, speaking Chinese to an owl, so I don't lose my 600+ day streak. 10 activities you can do instead of drinking alcohol. As a psychiatrist, I can confirm this is true. If my psychiatrist had an anime profile picture, I would end it. This summer about to be a movie. Bro, you got strict parents, no license and 2 friends. Your movie on a budget. I mock his new girl. Okay, well I'm sweet-pilled. I'm kind heart maxing. You Mew, I practice empathy and try my best to be understanding. Skinny people with fast metabolisms are the real big backs. The hands are backwards. The legs are too long. What if I disappeared off the face of the earth and never returned? How about that? What if I wanted you to degrade me? What? I didn't think you were gonna respond. Fun fact. Women talk over men for their whole life. They get accused for things they don't even do. I wish women would speak over you more, so you felt silenced enough to not comment this. My dad telling me how him and my mum tried to kill each other in university to be number 1, and how he dated my mum to distract her from school, so he gets to be the smartest, but instead he got distracted first. My brain when my mum isn't back from the store in less than an hour, so I start thinking she got into a tragic car accident. I can't get over the fact that the word gullible upside down looks like a cat. Wait, let me check. Uh-oh. Set my great uncle up with the cement Wikipedia on my iPad, and it's been 30 minutes. Reverse iPad kid. Me staring at the employee dead in the eye as I sample the new 800-pound perfume. Me pulling out my phone to check the time, but I have to do it again because I actually forgot to look at the clock. When a random person gives me the finger at a stoplight, so I throw a hammer at their car like it's a blue shell in Mario Kart. The world is so broke, you don't even find random money on the ground anymore. Me looking at the $125,000 bill after the doctor failed to save my child. Me showing up to her bedroom window to say good morning because she didn't respond to my good morning text. So obviously she wants to hear it in person. My girl blocked me on everything, so I had to use the warm-up phone to call her. Me when someone calls me delusional, but I'm actually very self-aware, and I only act delusional for fun. Every month having an unhealthy obsession and calling it a error instead of just saying I'm not okay and going mentally insane. Me after I mumble all my words and refuse to repeat it. Me watching my opponent arrive 10 minutes late to the being early competition and announce he's here for the next year's competition. What's the point of flying if you're not the flyest on the plane? POV, when a homeless person asks you for money, but they have more coins in their cup than you have in your bank account. When someone asks me for directions, but I only know what road I live on and where Walmart is. Me pretending I don't care about the money when I open my birthday card up. Me looking at my homie after he revealed that he's been wearing a wire for the past 10 years and our friendship was all a lie. When the smallest thing upsets me and now I have to be non-verbal and easily irritated for minutes until I can let it go. Me wondering what the people who say yeah instead of yes do with that extra time they saved. Travel the seas, explore planets, I don't know. Probably something. Me telling my girlfriend that I never cheated on her, and she's actually experiencing the Mandela effect. That's worse. You look like Mark Zuckerberg. What the hell? Do not remove the ein from the word fine art. Relax, liberals. It's called dark humor. Fart. The fact our planet doesn't get heavier with buildings because all the materials used to build were already here. When my ex's first cousin sends me pictures of them sleeping together because she thinks it'll make me jealous. Me, witnessing a group of middle schoolers going on Omegle for the first time. I cannot interfere. It's a canon event. Great day to be a woman. Is your profile picture you? Yeah, that's me. On the quest to find where men got the audacity. Stop with these anti-men memes. Stop it. The older you get, the more sparse and infrequent these nights become. Bro has a spectacular vernacular. Those weren't even big words, you just don't go to school. Oh nah, we got the diction deputy over here. I'm actually not dumb, but how do planes stay in the air? The wings are not flapping and there are no jets. I don't know it's aerodynamics or gravity or what, but how is a metal box filled with people and heavy items flying in the sky and landing in the right places? For context, it was about self-defense tips with a baseball bat. To the men in my comments and DMs saying they'll still be able to hurt me or hurt me over my bat videos, please just know I sent your messages to your wives, mothers, and daughters. Why you messed with someone in cybersecurity, I don't know, but good luck with that, bro. Sometimes when we are both on our phones, I like to put mine away and make it look like my husband is neglecting me. TikTok comments I've been seeing lately. They use bro like it's a neo-pronoun. Our user 178926 expects people to react after commenting, "Is that so, darling?" with 14 followers. Is that so, darling? I gotta pee. Why are people getting mad in your comments? It's goofy, ah. Little cousin watches Mickey Mouse Funhouse. Me, afraid of cartoon dogs. It's goofy, ah. I'm sick. I got into a car accident in GTA. My fault. And I can't find the button to exchange insurance information. I feel horrible. Video games are ruining this country. Me yesterday when I went outside, instead of going online. I'm back, don't worry. Wait, cause why does going out in nature and eating right and staying hydrated actually kinda help? When I load into a game, and I realize I'm going to be fighting my Wi-Fi instead of my opponent. When did they update the sun? This heat feels new. Dracula looking at me after I covered my whole body in garlic, except the genie looking at me after he grants me a fourth wish out of pity, and I ask for a fourth beer. I'm lost in the desert. He looks so cute. Is he disabled? Guys, help, my school got a pride flag, and now they are serving us pronoun pizza and liberal burgers. And our dress code requires blue hair. Someone save me. Me, constantly wondering if I'm in a phase that I'm going to be embarrassed about in a year from now. I think it kind of layers out when you're 19. I mean, I'm 19, I don't really get like this. But maybe it will just take longer for me to start cringing. But you cringe at like specific moments. Remember when we used to say skrunkly instead of silly? My wife used to call me the skrunkly. That's so cute. Last week she told me to end myself. Now we don't talk. People who use TikTok language in real life are so embarrassing. Try side-eyeing my fist when she tells you she has heavy flow, but she won't even do a rap battle with you. Santa denies, writing that, "Dear Science, I have been a good little evolved bacteria this year. May I please have a microscope so I can see my relatives this year?" Letter to Darwin Claus. Me, after finishing a movie being a completely different person than I was before and feeling like I can change the world. Bra strap bracelets be overrated. That's why I'm wearing her thong right now. You're in her DMs. I just gave a crackhead a taser and told him he gets $5 for every person he tases. We are not the same. If someone tells you, "Good night, I love you," they're lying. Block them and become an alcoholic. Harry Potter is sort of crazy. I would have never fought a war for my high school. Nice joke, bro. You made me insecure about something I can't change. Me, about to leave my room, but then I remember there's a 100% chance I will receive an unskippable side quest from my mum when I put my phone on D&D and open it to find out that in fact no one wanted to disturb me. Me, trying to act cool behind a bus so the kids in the back don't make fun of me. Just found out 87 is divisible by 29. What the He has never ever resisted the voices in his head. Me saying, joking, after saying something bold I actually meant. Body dysmorphia or god complex today. What are we feeling? Me, showing up to the showing up late competition, and I see the guy who won the spreading misinformation competition leaning on a sign that says showing up early competition. I hate when men get sperm cramps and they keep all their pain to themselves. We can't talk about it. It's a tough thing to talk about. It's very personal. I don't suffer that bad from it, but one of my friends had to get hospitalized. When I was in the psych ward and this girl started having a tic attack and I had no idea what those were. So I said, "Okay, beatboxing legend." When I'm 60 years old, will I even find other 60-year-olds attractive? Yes. When I mention another guy while telling him a story, and his whole demeanor instantly changes. Me pretending like we accidentally ran into each other in public, but I was actually stalking his location. Imagine the airline lost your luggage and you're scrolling TikTok and someone purchased it and are happily going through it. I bought lost luggage. Hell is hot. I'm excited. Man named Hell. Aw, you think so? Men, I want to see women. Woman named Hell. Aw, you think so? Yes. TikTok this doesn't feel real. It's all troll. When I finally Google that fact, I've been telling people for years and realize it's actually a lie I made up years ago and ended up believing it too. My favorite artist hasn't released an album for a year. Beat Thohoven fans. I'm just gonna start saying like that because everyone gets annoyed in the way I say it. And actually, it makes me laugh, so yeah. My jaw dropped when I saw this woman on the NYC train just casually taking out her laptop and working. I cannot take any guy with a girly birthday seriously. What do you mean you were born on February 6th? May 21st? It's giving me the ick. What about July 22nd? Remembering in 6th grade when I made and laminated N-word passes and proceeded to sell them for $30 each. Earbuds in the club, because I don't always agree with the DJ. When he sent me a video of him and another girl doing it while we were dating, and then I realized it was his sister. I think I'm in love with you. Which property brother is saying this? Whichever you'd prefer. Can the other one love me like a father? If that's what you desire. Don't forget to download when you realize you have to actually eat a meal and can't have silly little snacks and candies and juice and ice cream all day. That time I wrote gay smut about William Shakespeare and Isaac Newton on a standardized test and had to go to the police station for it. Yeah, I don't care. Meanwhile, I'm crumbling in pieces. My chest hurts and I'm crying until I can't breathe because your tone slightly changed. Me looking at bro after he just put me in a headlock to impress the baddies. These two birds sat on the swing in the rain together all morning. Oh, to be in love in every universe. When we're playing Truth or Dare and I dare him to do 20 push-ups and say my name between them. Somehow I ended up on In the Mood female posts as a guy. I feel like I crossed enemy lines, or how Captain America felt waking up in New York. I can't explain it, but 5 times 5 equals 25 gives off the same energy as Friday. 7 times 7 equals 49 equals Thursday. Remembering the time I went to T-Mobile to get a prepaid SIM, and right as I was about to leave, the cute employee who was helping me that day said, before I forget, and wrote 10 digits in the back of the receipt, so I texted the number, like, hi, thought you were cute, only for the message to bounce back, because it was my own, new number. Okay guys, what the flip? Can we be friends? I love your user. I will swing my nuts across your face like a grandfather clock. Don't ever let me catch you commenting again, little bro. Do it. Huh? Have you tried low-rise jeans and a mid-stomach top with a headband bracelets, some rings, a necklace, and a mini purse and stud earrings? Bro started fantasizing. Left class because everyone was focused on lecture and not how pretty, mysterious, and well-dressed I am. It's hard being so hot because people expect me to be normal. Like, bro, I have autism. I was definitely born in the right generation. I love being bisexual, having 30 different choices of coffee flavor, being rude to men, Lexapro, and air fryers. I was supposed to include a Azumanga image today, but I forgot, so to compensate, here's Osaka. Hello Osaka. She can't actually hear you, it's just a picture. I had to change my career path now, because of the UMG and TikTok dispute. Who has the best chicken? Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's. Wingstop has the best chicken, at least I think in the UK. In terms of fast food, it's so good. Me, at age 9, hearing my uncle piss loud as hell downstairs and wondering how the hell he did that. Completely unaware that he would die on a ski slope the next day, and somehow deciding it was my fault because I judged him. Me in 2020, after commenting Heather to the most ugliest people. Heather. Why Heather though? Me, staring at the 20-year grown man that just sent me a Snapchat with a black screen and a drawn S. When I literally got arrested, and I was excited to put my cute little mugshot on t-shirts, but I got this. Bro got arrested in Mandela County. POV. When my girl tells me her boy best friend got tragically murdered by some guy with purple pants and a Nike tag. You seem to match the description. Trying to decide what to do in Missouri. Nothing. Guys, what state should I go for a video? Like, what's the funniest state to visit? Like a place? Like, should I go to Ohio, but like I don't know. I want to do something like that, you know? Day 4 of summer break last night. I had a dream that the twink from the Lorax was singing the How Bad Can I Be song. But instead of capitalism, he was talking about pronouns and he was like, and the pronouns are multiplying. And there was a big billboard, but instead of it being the Lorax holding a need, It was him with a bunch of pronoun pins and 2020 alt eyeliner. And I also got a new cute cup. Trying to beat the white trash allegations, but I use blankets as curtains. Walk around in booty shorts. Grew up listening to Eminem and have lived in a trailer park for most of my life. I wore a Spider-Man onesie to school today, and I got dress coded in the middle of an English exam. Apparently onesies are allowed, but the principal really hates Spider-Man. They tried to send me home, but I said my mum couldn't pick me up. They literally sent a bus driver to drive me to my stop in the middle of the day. I'm alone on the bus. Spider-Man, sent back home. When you're hanging out with your friends and realize you're outgrowing them, but not in the I'm better than them kind of way, but in a I'm in a new phase of my life that is the complete opposite of they've known me for in our entire friendship with a new set of boundaries and standards. The love is still there, it's just that the connection is gone, kind of way, then you go back to being your agreeable self. Yeah, but until this happens over and over again, then bing bong! Oh, I do love leaving deep memes at the end of videos. Subscribe for more, and drop some ideas if you have any. Bye.
Arresting someone, but you're shy. I'm getting free candy, and you're not. Crazy to think you could be driving by someone's house, and this is going on inside, and you will never know. My morning routine, living in a gigantic hamster cage. Bro's having the best sleep of his life. Oni-chan, I lost my dad. Imagine seeing your therapist post this. I hate being a therapist, me, after saying, but hey, who am I to judge? After spending 6 hours hating. I'm bored, so I just put a pregnancy test in the bin at work to cause some drama. You draw lesbian furries, how embarrassing. You don't look French. Me, stealing my bro's vape so he doesn't get addicted. Do they have a sponge-ussy? No, stop asking. I saw no trigger warning for the asparagus. Why not? Why would there be? When I was younger, I was abused by an asparagus. TS has gone too far. I'm not actually scared to fight. I'm scared to actually kill them. I'm pooping on you tonight. Red flags in my boyfriend's room. Pile of bread. Questions people ask me as a doctor influencer. You're old. Why are you here? My need for attention is a bottomless pit. Bro, I was feeling myself with the smile. I was feeling myself to your smile too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bingus has learned to type. Sort of. Ask her questions and she will give you words of wisdom. Will someone ever love me, Bingus? Not. I hope an anti-air gun shoots my sleigh down this year. It's true I'm Santa. I have no Mrs. Claus anymore. Sorry, I was asleep. Yeah, I know, bae. Honestly, I'm not listening to the high school band. I got my AirPods in, listening to the baby. Well, that was unexpected. I hope you go missing. Whose job is hiring $100 a second? I'm looking for 7 to 7:05. Nothing too crazy. How it feels to ask what happened after everyone burst out laughing. If men didn't exist, who would protect you? Protect us from who? People in the replies listing natural disasters are so funny. Use your manly masculinity to stop the tornado, deflect the lava with your huge pecs. Me, typing Reddit at the end of all my searches to get real and honest answers instead of having to read an article from some person. The producers of my brain waiting for me to form at least one coherent thought. I hate it when I try to feed the birds and they get scared and run away from me. It makes me feel like an incel. Stay strong, Android users. Don't let those Apple users borrow your USB-C cables. Remember what they said about us. Sending snaps in IKEA boys' rooms to make him jealous. POV, someone's baby won't stop looking back at you in the grocery store. Glow up tips for 2023. Go to therapy. POV, when the whole group chat was active but you were asleep. Boy names, but for girls. Richard. I called up stupid ugly shop and they said you're their #1 customer. Girl, you're so fine. You like girls? Yes, girl, I'm a feminist. Life is just a hallucination caused by breathing oxygen because when you stop breathing it, everything goes away. Nice joke, bro. You made me insecure about something I can't change. When your nose is stuffed and you lay there thinking about the time it wasn't stuffed and how you took breathing for granted. Welcome to the lactose intolerant convention, sir. Sometimes when my husband makes me mad, I look at him through a fork and pretend he's in jail. Can you make a video on breathing underwater? Cause it doesn't seem very real. Water is H2O, 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. I sentence you to eating without YouTube. Fix it, Felix, in 60 years. What did they do with my dog, bruh? If a bathroom door is locked, don't forget to try to repeatedly open it and give the person using it paralyzing anxiety. Me, trying to not say like, literally, real, or bro, in literally every sentence. Defend her in public, correct her in private. No, I'm never wrong. I just applied, starting my doctor's job next week. Oh my god, wow. Right? Googling how to be a doctor now before I get there. Me, taking a vow of silence because I fear I, too, am voiced by Chris Pratt. There's other money-making methods other than gambling. Most people who gamble lose their money. Humans trying so hard to not be like other animals. Speak for yourself, bub. 2 weeks old. He should start mewing. Bro, I had a child today order just ranch. I didn't know what to do, so I gave him a bowl of ranch and watched him eat it like soup. I dare you to act like your profile picture in the comments. He's right behind me, isn't he? People in a library when a person with a gun enters the building. I'm dating my brother. Straight men finding out liking femboys / twinks is gay. No, it's not. It's not gay, bruh. I got humbled so badly. Same age, but art difference is huge. No, like, I'm better. Ah, you remembered. You are literally the one person I think about. I drew this when I was 11 years old. Gimme my lime. Kid me sleeping in my parents' room, wondering why they're making so much noise. I would get sad because I thought my mum was in pain. Nah, that's crazy. I knew your dad was putting in the work when making you. Bro's about to take flight. What if nobody was president and we all just promised to be really cool? Finally getting lunch and realizing I gave a guy life in prison without parole because I was hungry. Y'all still using Spotify? I love mangoes. What if I threw a mango at your skull at 348 miles per hour? You probably wouldn't love that. Y'all are really paying $150 for a weighted blanket. Dressing up as a vape this Halloween, so he will care if he loses me. Planning a romantic vacation and flying halfway around the world to trick her into visiting a Star Wars location. What if alcohol was addicted to me and I'm just the victim? Did you ever think of that? Office jobs are so funny because you will be 24 and your greatest enemy in the world is a 55-year-old woman named Betty from finance. Me, waiting a few seconds before answering my mom's phone call to make it seem like I'm not on my phone 24/7. I wore this to school instead of an actual mask and got asked to go home. What? This is for real how my family's bloodline ends. My son gets absolutely no women. When I see those people at school who sit by themselves at lunch and have no one to talk to in class, this was me when I was younger. Probably why I started beating my children. POV, the class clown who isn't even funny. Can you make the class clown meet an actual class clown? Can you do class clown gives birth? Why does it low-key feel illegal to walk out of a store with unpurchased merchandise in your backpack? Digital footprint. Why are you acting like I committed a crime or something? Tote bag hack for men if you don't want to look gay. Solution, medieval peasant core. KK, are you male or female? Basically, my mum is female and my dad is male, so I'm mixed. Unemployed people when they realize they have to eat breakfast and play video games tomorrow. Me, staring at the, I'm sorry, I know I'm annoying and ugly. Text from the guy, who is in fact annoying and ugly. Sorry for asking, but what kind of cat is this? I love them so much. Black. Moving into college and leaving my door open 24/7. And not a single soul comes in and becomes automatically best friends with me. Like my dad said would happen. I was definitely born in the right generation because I can run around castles and gowns, but not have to marry my cousin to ensure the bloodline. When you realize you have to actually eat a meal and can't have silly little snacks and candies and juice and ice cream all day. Calling the numbers on missing child posters and saying, "Mummy, save me," is the most evil stuff I've ever heard. Call the number and say, "Finders keepers." Me, to the kid at the airport who won't stop pointing at me and yelling, "What's wrong with it?" Imagine we're sitting on a rooftop together, watching the stars. Then I move closer to you and just push you off the roof. This new generation needs to know that sagging was invented in prison to show other inmates you're available. Now you know. Bro said it's all or nothing. Pronunciation pro. How do I pronounce "nyeh" in a very shaky voice? Please help. Your toes are exposed. New thing to mumble about while walking around the house just dropped. I'm the thickest 76-year-old alive. Me, trying to act mysterious and nonchalant, only for my backpack to be open the entire time. It is so humbling. Or when my flashlight is on, and no one be telling you either. Is that real? Yes, it's Brazil. My face, my soul, my dad. Random chair, Queen Elizabeth. Stop, because I feel embarrassed. This isn't YouTube, friend. Bro turned into Batman while pushing one out. I be looking majestic while birthing a child. I think this might be one of my favorite TikTok screenshots ever. Me, fighting the urge to bring up how I relate to their situation, but I don't want them thinking I'm making it about me, even though I'm just trying to show them I understand how I'm feeling, so I just stay silent. Just locked eyes with the most gorgeous man I've ever seen in my life, and I'm dressed like a fucking wizard. 13-year-old me, when they stopped shouting spells in Harry Potter, and just started using wands like actual firearms. I might look like I'm fine, but deep down I'm trying to find out the exact amount of pressure to fart, but not poop myself. I thought my cookies were joking about being yellow and blue, until I saw this. Hey, you're really pretty, and I wanted to ask if you're still dating the ginger boy. Thank you so much, and no, we aren't together anymore. Oh, could I maybe get his user then? Maybe Snap, only if that's okay of course. Me, getting ready to comment, babe, what the hell, on every couple's Valentine's Day post to create a mistrust between them. Netflix employees checking what movies are trending currently, so they can make sure they don't have them. Getting the urge to do better in life at 3 AM. The genie looking at me when my second wish is to delete a random limb from everyone on Earth except me. Thanks to the person who suggested we change his name to Hot Dog Water. Me, watching my life fall apart because I don't know how to live. I told my dog to stop licking the floor and he replied, criticism, like rain, may dampen the spirit, yet from such showers, the soul's garden blooms even brighter. Bro said Dragon Ball is older than the LGBT. It is though. Bro, huh? The LGBT community started this year and Dragon Ball Z has been here for years. Guys in class be like, I got 40 minutes left, 2 20-minute halves, just gotta get through 10 minutes 4 times. Dad, can you help me with something? 16-hour manual labor. She's a 10, but says, huh, after you ask her for something. She's not deaf, her brain just lags like an Internet Explorer. POV, me realizing I can buy a 3D printer. Print a 3D printer, then return the 3D printer. The airport security officer looking at me after I whispered, don't be a hero, in his ear. Just talked over everyone all evening and ate 4 entries. I love being a man. Artists be like, yeah, this is the greatest song I've ever made. Let's make it 1 minute 22 long. I called my work today from jail and told them they need someone to cover my shift. These guys bailed me out and made me go to work when you have the most unimaginably horrible day. But at least there's phone time in bed at the end, no matter what. You look like Chucky's non-binary child. Bro probably can't even name 3 Calvin Klein songs. I told my DoorDash driver to be discreet because I didn't want my family knowing I got food, and bro pulled up in this. Where do you buy your contact eyes? They're just blue. Me, forcing the I don't care mindset on myself even though I'm the most sensitive person and worry about almost everything. Me, explaining to my wife that our son will have a Clash of Clans account at birth so he can max it out by the time he is 15. Me, pretending I don't know the drama so I can get the tea from both sides. Goes after buying a $2,000 PC that has the power of a space station. I love hanging out with a larger group of friends so I can go non-verbal and listen to them like it's a podcast. Me, attending the daily update meeting and saying, no updates from my side. When you wore your standing pants but find out your friend planned sit-down activities. 12-year-old me staring at a, I can't do this anymore. Goodbye. Text from some internet friend 7 states away at the dinner table. What's the word for when you're very smart but can't remember anything and know literally nothing? Smart? I can't birth, help me. You can do it. What is TikTok? Why is this a thing? People role-playing as pregnant people. Me, after threatening little kids on Roblox. My trust issues started when that kid in elementary school would raise their hand to tell on you, but would end up going to the bathroom instead. POV, you ripped a hole through the goth girl's chest, revealing a fully functional cardiovascular system. I love how there's a, you are not the father, and no, you are not the mother. Seriously, nobody understands how good girls are at stalking. They can literally find your entire life in just 6 minutes. These 2-day weekends are starting to feel a lot like 30-minute lunch breaks. How to effortlessly shush a toddler, you mean anyone, when he finds my pro-con list of him in my notes and is an orphan, is in the pro side. If humans have different blood types, do mosquitoes see us as different flavors? How the teachers would. What happened to 5? She looks dehydrated. If Harvard rejects you, just reject their rejection. Go, yes, Yale is too big. Harvard mumbled as Yale put his big... yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. No. Sewing eyelids on your plushie gives them so much personality and soul. That plush looks like he's in debt. How I imagine period cramps randomly attack females. They be acting like it's tearing their insides apart. My brother in Christ, that is literally what happens. He/him/his. What? Say hello to your top artist, Trisha Paytas. 21,000 minutes together. Wait, what? Why? They are worried about a max 25 calories. Yeah, this is definitely not normal. We need to have a serious conversation about the whole clean eating gym bro thing is a socially acceptable eating disorder. No. Every time I hear the Monsterverse, I gotta reflect on how far it is. To be honest, Nikki, I don't know what the fuck that means. Hold on, let her speak. Things that are obnoxiously heterosexual to me, but I have no idea why. Snapchat. Pastel highlighters. You are going to be mad at me for this one. This shade of blue. An introvert taking their much needed bathroom break after throwing out 83. Oh yeah. 35. No ways. And 49. That's crazy. At the family gathering. My parents thinking I'm high because I came home with red eyes at 11:30 p.m. But I really went to the theater by myself and then sat in the parking lot of the empty building behind McDonald's. Then cried to Mitsuki for an hour. Me commenting, you two look great every time I see a picture of 3 girls on my timeline. When you lied about liking shoegaze and she asks what your favorite band and song is. Me setting alarms for this to text the girl I like. This guy's unhinged. I would hate to be you. When I remember on my 14th birthday, I blew out the candles and said I wished for members of the BTS to impregnate me in front of my entire family. The US government couldn't waterboard this info out of me. Me, a toddler, throwing a tantrum. I haven't learned to express my emotions yet. About to get beat up by someone 40 years older than me. They don't know me or my life, but my poor mummy looks tired. When I see a kid throwing a tantrum in public next to a mum who looks drained and overwhelmed. Bro, this happened to me once. I was like 4 or something, and apparently I was being wild, so a 40-year-old lady pushed me to the ground. Just a note, but please don't put lipstick on pets. A lot of them can have allergic reactions to it. You never know. That's why we have animal testing. That's not what animal testing is. Your hair is giving off the same vibe as the Doodle Bob episode where Squidward gets a L piece. Stop. Me, anytime somebody doesn't give me an extremely direct, step-by-step, crystal clear instructions on how to do anything. Me, when I ask someone who they like and they start off with, it's someone you know really well. Why are you standing like the Lorax? Are you speaking for the trees? Definitely gatekeeping this lip gloss. It's too good. It's the glitter unicorn lip gloss from Claire's. Nothing is worse than waiting for that slow friend to come out of their house after you send the "here" text. Nah, because the worst thing to do is when you accidentally think about breathing, so now you have to switch to manual mode. This doesn't work on me anymore. Guys be born by C-section and have the nerve to call it their birthday. No bro, that's your release date. Don't slander my fellow C-section babies. When she asks you to buy Micellar what? I think this is makeup water, alright? You're in her DMs, but she's in my bed and we're taking online quizzes in order to figure out if either of us have autism. How it feels when you're no longer good at what used to be your thing. You can learn drawing again, you just need to practice. Why does everyone speak like this now? I'm glad you're using the dandelion roots, but please stop calling them weeds. The narrative around these helpful plants needs to change. You all are correct. I should have done better and made sure I clarify that. However, not Kim's only pride post, literally being an ad for her games. She could have at least tried to make it look less obvious. Express yourself, only in my game. I just served the nicest man at work, and as I was handing him his drink, he looked down and saw my pins and said, "Oh, you're a she/her. Thanks for that. I never would have been able to tell." In the most serious voice. I've never been more humbled. People you didn't know who had a drinking under the influence charge. My boy Nate. You learn something new every day. Genuine question, what did you guys learn today? Because it's good to actually mention it. Yeah, so it's the next day after this video has obviously been edited, and I saw this comment, so happy birthday. And happy new year, everyone. We made it through another year. Can we make it through the net? POV, you think the waiter is coming with your food. I swear they do it on purpose too. As a waiter, I do this on purpose. I think my boyfriend is cheating on me. Can you give me a reading? How does gatekeeping even work? Wouldn't you like to know? Is he ugly on purpose? What pride flag is that in the second frame? When your friends turn a random word into a joke for 2 weeks. AirPods, Beats. Why is this funny? He is not your friend. Get your lonely self out of here. Your feet are pretty long. What's your shoe size? 9, but they grow to 14. What do you mean they grow? Didn't Biden say he will make anime characters real? He can do that? I don't know. I saw it on a TikTok. I don't know if it's real. Not y'all simping over pre-sushi. LMAO. If you laugh your butt off, does that count as a work-related injury? Or do you ignore that, like you do for your warehouse workers? If you have any of these, I consider you spoiled, rich, and probably didn't have it anywhere near as hard as me. A microwave, a refrigerator, black sweatpants, that fit. What's the most ghetto thing to happen at your school? Someone tried to sell our school on eBay when your mum finds a dead body and literally sends you a picture. It wasn't a human body at least, right? Right? It was a guy who fell down some stairs. His head was purple. I love drape, drank. Would it be like disrespectful or, I don't know, illegal to wear these? I don't know, they're pretty much army pants, so I need opinions. No, one time I wore those and was lifted by a helicopter and sent to war. Was anyone else terrified of this when they were like 7? I actually thought he was hot. For one time, I don't want to send a woman a death threat when he's a feminist. It's giving how much wood can a woodchuck? Quick question. What is everyone going to name their children when they're older? Bartholomew Jameson. Yeah, we're doomed. My dad sleeps with all the male and female teachers. He is homophobic. He did it for me in my siblings' grade. This guy is too cute. He's trying to find me crystals. He cheated. Drunk driving can be a coping mechanism. Not everybody is a neurotypical, and sometimes a nice beer on the highway is needed to relax. POV, you've been stuck on an escalator for 2+ hours because the power went out. Hi guys, received a lot of comments asking us to walk up and down instead. However, we can't because it's an escalator and not stairs. When the shift was so bad, you have to sit in silence for a couple of minutes. How do you shift? No, like work, like a job. When Yell rejected me by doing this, they basically said, "You're rejected." They were practically yelling at you. They were yelling at him. The eye bags. Please, why is he acting like he's working an 8-hour shift at the factory? satisfactory. Bro is paying the bills. He looks like he cried all night. Oh my. I hope somebody humiliates you for posting random people on TikTok without asking. I hope this happens because I'm into that. Bruh, this whole class looks 30 years old. How those little boys on Xbox parties always know what slur to call you. They're empaths. Where is it from? Guess. Bruh, don't play games, just tell us where it's from. Guess. Like the brand Guess. Me losing an argument. The letters. I thought the letters spelled out I'm in your walls for a second. Wait, you will have 6 children. Come home. The kids miss you. Light question. Are you able to close your mouth? Yup, so do it. People really have no chill. Bro, you are violating me. Give me advice at least. To spit out the football you ate. Reincarnate. My uncle used to work in the AI department at Apple. He now lives off the grid. No phone. No credit cards. Something scared him so bad, he just disappeared. Excuse me. What? When she says, talk to another person and I'll stab you. I stabbed my baby dad and he married me 3 years later. We'll be married for 10 years in May. TikTokers exposing their family drama. My uncle's wife left him for my aunt's husband, so now all of my cousins are siblings. The masculine urge to lead the police to where the body is so her family can have closure. Thanks for doxing me, guys, and sending the police to my house. I really appreciate it. The flat versus round earth argument was created to distract us from the fact the earth is hollow. One of my biggest fears is that someone will take scissors and trim my teeth. Like, imagine how that would feel. You got to be one smart person if you know how to respond to. I'm usually the one saying, I bet I can make you say that louder. I stood in the rain with no umbrella for 30 minutes in middle school because I tried to be mysterious. I was bullied for the rest of the year. They literally just went outside. Bruh, I in the weirdcore world. Wait, did you shift? Yeah. Where is this? You can record in a dream. What? Wait, you shifted with your phone. Help. Why is he hot? Why? What the fuck? 2016 was a good year for everyone. I had a surgery and was rushed to the hospital 3 times in the same month in 2016. Great year. You look like if a man and a woman had a baby. Sorry, I don't know how to explain it, but you just look 2008. Me explaining to my therapist that I need friends so I can mimic their personality because I have no personality of my own. Are you a Libra? Girl, I have a personality disorder. My dad is dead. Please, my dad literally died 3 hours ago. The Grim Reaper works hard, but the TikTok algorithm works harder. Is he bold on purpose? Touch the moon, bozo. Can't. I'm walking my fish. 9-year-old from 50 years ago predicts all the world's future disasters. It's aight, but they lose me with the aliens. I'm going to be a vegetarian when I grow up. Works at a cemetery. Guys, I meant a veterinary. The sun was on my phone. I could barely see. I would sit either way. The font? What about it? Nothing. Sorry to bother. Met my online friend today. It was so awkward. When she meowed over text, I thought it was actually a joke, but she actually does it in real life. She is so real for that. She tried to bite me. I support women's rights, but I also support women's wrongs. I love when they do bad things. The unnecessary pollution this is causing. She served. It was so necessary. I'm not afraid of God. I'm afraid of men. If you put hair in my car, I like how it slowly increases. I know, bro. Sounds like a hurricane. Your profile picture is off-center. Please fix it. I will be checking in the morning. Today I let my boyfriend draw some random lines. Is he usually not allowed to? He eated the button. Ate. Not being rude, by the way. I know. I ate. POV. That one kid who always had a thermos for lunch. Bye. I was embarrassed about my thermos. I was eating chicken and rice out of my thermos, and somebody called me crock-pot. You have gay facial structure. No, you just look violently British. Where's the correlation? You have he-him in your bio. How about you shut up? Are you not also a he-him? Yeah, but why is it in your bio? People probably think you are a girl or something. Girl scientists. OMG. Stan woman in STEM. At what temperature do you become gender solid? Coming from an employee from Tesla. I don't recommend them. That's all I gotta say. Chill out, please. I own a Tesla stock. I did this recipe. This cake was awesome. Animal abuser. What? My husband's 86 and is slowly fading away. No one can stop it. There will be a day where we will all reunite. I hope not. She looks like an ant. Exit my commitment section. Ava doesn't need your #hate. You start getting discombobulated and apprehensive. Dude, I want you so bad. I'm not even joking. I'm schizophrenic and I have moments like this where I recognize a pattern and think it means something bad. Ooh, I'm in your walls. Bro said Dragon Ball is older than LGBT. It is though. Bro, huh? The LGBTQ community started this year and Dragon Ball Z has been here for years. Thinks wearing a navy/black pullover sweater is peak fashion. His nose is pretty weird. Where did he get it from? He had to have 2 life-saving brain surgeries where they had to go through his nose. His nose collapsed from it. Not something to be happy about. Slay. Weirdest things I did in Psychosis. My friend thought she was Lady Gaga for years. To this day, when she changes her profile picture to Lady Gaga, it means she's stopped taking her meds. Is that real? Yes, it's Brazil. I was on some stuff and I had a whole conversation telepathically with my cat about her trauma, and she's literally different now. Introverts, when the waiter comes with the wrong food. I'm glad you're coming out of your comfort zone, but it's time to go back. What's your cat's breed? Orange. That ain't rare. That's once in a lifetime. Check the expiration date. I want to see the parents. Parents long gone. Please. Things guys do to subtly flirt with you. Talk a lot about how much they like your height. Leave you on open for a week. Do you have a speech impediment? No, I'm just from New Jersey. My husband's girlfriend is from New Jersey, and she doesn't sound like you. Okay, I literally don't have a speech impediment. Husband's girlfriend? At least I'm not the one with a speech impediment. Anyone looking for a 5'3" Vietnamese girl with a bad sleeping schedule and trust issues? Nah, I'm good. Thanks though. Nah, we've all got that one parent that gave birth to us. It's always females giving birth to. Not for long. Excuse me, Pookie, why are we bald? He has a condition where he had to cut his hair. What's it called? Breaking Bad. If I lose TikTok, how else am I supposed to get gems like this? Ain't no way, bro ate my honey. Hey, really bro? I worked for that. OMG, do you guys remember when people thought Harry was a cannibal? That was so interesting. Guys, I was just informed that this never happened, and I'm 99% sure it was a weird dream I had. I'm on new medication, by the way. This is embarrassing, but I wanted to be the kid that smelled like pancakes. So when I microwaved pancakes in the morning, I would keep one in my pocket. Sister, who hurt you? For starters, my mother for birthing me. I went to therapy for my abandonment issues. Then one day, I went in for an appointment, and I had a new doctor because he left the state without saying bye. You're in his DMs. I'm his Boy Scout leader. We are not the same. Edit. What I meant is being a mentor and showing a boy how to build a pine wood derby car is much more close than being one of his online friends. No way, bro. You can't be saying this stuff. The hands are backwards. The legs are too long. What if I disappeared off the face of the earth and never returned? How about that? What if I wanted you to speak badly about me? What? I didn't think you were going to respond. In second grade, our teacher told us to write the largest 3-digit number we could think of, and I wrote 629, and everyone else wrote 999, and then they put me in the special ed room for 4 months. If you turned 629 upside down, it's still 629. Why are my followers so funny? I'm dying reading some of these comments. Opposites attract. I was playing Papa's Pancaria when our shooting happened, and I just had to sit in the corner and watch my pancakes burn. You guys failed physics and decided it's because we're in a simulation. The baby is adorable, simp. I would give my left lung to watch this movie for the first time again. Army would love it. Why the heck girls waste so much blood? I mean, you can donate it to the soldiers instead of wasting it. The feminine urge to selfishly shed our uterine lining. The fact that I did exist on this earth makes me so mad. I did not give consent to this. I got humbled so badly. Same age, but art difference is huge. No, like, I'm better. Y'all rocking with ED. Eating disorders are not funny. I think she meant Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran has an eating disorder. She was the Nicki Minaj of her time. I told this one girl that, and she started crying. I did not mean harm. You told someone they looked like a Neanderthal. I know the world is going to end in about a decade, but I have to go to college, just in case. No, because Mark Jacob donates a lot of his stuff at thrift stores, because he used to be poor and only thrifts. I didn't know he still did that. Ah, that's so sweet actually. I know, right? But I made that up. I just felt like lying. I got 2 cousins named Honesty and Serenity, and they are absolute douches. Their mothers should have named them Petty Theft and Gaslighter. I think Taylor Swift and Harry Styles had a kid together. That's why Taylor was literally not seen for several months and was being carried in a box. My parents spent so much money for me to learn English, and this is their reward. Reward. Why can't I say reward? That's how you say it, right? Isn't it crazy how we all sleep different? I sleep on my left side, and my ex's best friend with stage 4 cancer sleeps with my baby dad. Maybe it was her make-a-wish. I see that hickey. I see it. That is my port scar from cancer treatment. If you're talking about what's on my chest, oh my, I am so sorry. I will be seeing myself out. I'm sorry. My cousins have a life. I thought they were extras. Like, they're only there for the holiday special. Deleting my brother's girlfriend's photos off his phone after he died, because my clueless father wanted to look for memories in the photos. When my sister died, I looked into her Facebook and sent myself Farmville rewards. When I was a small kid, I would pinch off my grandma's oxygen tube while she was sleeping, and she would go, and I'd let go, and I thought it was hilarious. This is awful. Drawing mental illnesses. Can you please do lactose intolerance? British people next. Please do ginger. I'm so sorry for your loss, but can I see your nails? Talking for over 4 years and still haven't hung out. It's been almost 2 years, but I like keeping him on my phone. This is so funny. I just feel like it's where he belongs. Thank you. I'm deaf, so it helps. Then how can you see what I'm writing? Judges after sentencing criminals to 376 years in prison, as if they're going going to live for that long. Somebody literally got sentenced 40,000 years in prison. My little boy. Girl, he's like 65. Leave me alone. Ellie Golding says she can't understand why many parents install stair gates at the bottom of the stairs. Do you think their toddlers are going to fall up the stairs? The singer asked. Wait, second slide she's kinda right. What if they claim the stairs and fall backwards? They better be paying bills if they think. Can you bark for me? I would sell my kidneys on the black market for a lick of your toes, washed down with a lukewarm glass of your bathwater. Pinterest is an echo chamber of people just making uglier and uglier outfits, and then convincing each other it's cute. Give me some clever responses to getting dress coded, because this is getting annoying. I have a gun. What hurts more, being why do I keep hiccuping? Gary Lee, please DM me. I found your passport. OMG, no way. I was just thinking about my cashed stuffed Louis Vuitton wallet. I've been looking for it. Thanks. I want you skin. I want it. Like, physically? Yes. I would gladly do the knee thing if I knew what the hell it was. Okay, so you basically like, you take your, then you just kinda like, do you think ASL is for blind people? Well, yeah, it's not like they can read lips. Blind people can hear. You don't know that. I would jump into an industrial paper shredder so that there's a chance my body is recycled into toilet paper that you might use. Anorexia. OMG, you ate. Wait, sorry. Help, I downloaded this as a joke, but I've grown emotionally attached to it. I don't care if she's ugly. She's my pride and joy and deserves the world. It looks like a grown man. Guys, she's an angle. It looks like a person in a fursuit. I wouldn't waste my time feeding it. I want to be friends with boys, the way boys are friends with the boys. Name the president before Obama. George Bush. The Washington guy. Andrew Jackson, I think. Their tongue matches my skin color, and their skin color matches my tongue color. French people on their way to eternal suffering because they exist. This also applies with the British. Fuck you. Bro, we're literally born here. So, at least I'm not fully British. Yeah, you're right. Being fully British would suck. Schizophrenia. So, if you've been eyeing the Skims micro bikini and wondering about the size, interestingly enough, I have not been eyeing the Skims micro bikini, and I was not wondering about the size. I feel like you guys aren't grasping what a multiverse of possibilities really means. I saw one that said our eyeballs would be squares and called eye cubes. Please don't ever interact with my content again. Some of y'all need to look up the butterfly effect because some of these posts are like my mom and my dad meeting equals me being born, Ronald Reagan being president over my brother being named David. What could possibly be related enough about this comment to tag your friend in it? Get a boyfriend with a horse chicken, they said. I'm confused. What's a horse chicken? It took 10,000 bees, 25,000 years to make that honey you just wasted. Takes 550 bees to make about a pound of honey in 2 to 3 weeks. Where did you get those numbers from? I made them up for dramatic effect. It's giving, guess I deserve it, whenever she replies to someone. The comma in your name is throwing me off. Why is it so far away? I love you. I love you too. My mom was a gambling addict when I was younger. We lost our cars, our house, a business with major contracts, homeless for years, go to rehab. That's a weird way of saying your mom is bad at gambling. If Miley Cyrus comments, I will dye my hair whatever color she wants. Shave it. Someone is getting... I've read this on a different video. If Earth collides with Jupiter, schools will remain open. There's a skinless body behind the Domino's I work at. Do your fingers have waist trainers or something? The Elder Wand. Bye. This killed me. Cry about it.
Wah, 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 wah.
Me fighting the urge to tell someone they have TikTok music taste when their favorite artist are those people. Dude listens to 10-hour nursery rhymes. I'm taking you to the woods. Thinking having a baby with my dad is going to be awkward and hard. Bro, that's not side-eye, that's neck snap, bam, blank, bombastic side. Fuck that. Hidden talent. Keep it hidden. Started from the bottom. Now we are digging. Fire, your producer. One time I was on a date at night and we were driving and I saw the full moon. So in my best crew voice, I was like, we are going to steal the moon. And he just kind of ignored it. I hope he never finds love then. POV, the cops at your school sit on a lifeguard's chair to watch for fights at lunch. Bro looks like he's about to start the fight. Public school is a fever dream. Prison vibes. Are you sure you're not in jail? Help me, officer. I think I'm drowning. This song makes me feel so good, dude. This song puts me in immense pain. Naruto came out in like 2007. He never came out. Y'all weird. I don't actually believe in autism. Some dudes are just really into trains. I don't see why it has to be such a big deal. You look like you secretly crave head pads. POV, a gender fluid person meets a gender sodium person. I once set up a gender sodium friend with a gender chlorine friend. Good bond, but they get really salty with each other. Me at age 10, learning about how in medieval times, people would torture someone by making them sit on a triangular prism. I was born in the wrong generation. What does this mean? If we watched Death Note from the perspective of another character that wasn't Light Yagami, we probably would not have known Light was Kira. To be honest, he was too smart. I would have been like, It's Earl. Crush, I like boys who... me as hell as frick. Why his facial features in lowercase? Did someone just donate a real Picasso painting to Goodwill? I'm an art historian with a master's, and this is 100% real. I had a class on this piece go missing in 1962. This is huge. As another art historian, you shouldn't tell anyone if they have an original. We aren't trained for that. It's the job of a certified appraiser. I promise I was lying. They're polyamory, but like platonic. So a group of friends. Help, I just got one person from school expelled. Well, what did they do though? So I planted fake evidence of him planning to burn down the school during school hours. My favorite person on this app is the guy who comments, I'm an Arabic tutor. Let me know if you need any help. On like every video ever. Oh, my fans. Sorry if I ever bothered you. When your ex's name is a trigger word and it's literally a zodiac sign. Are you guys forgetting about Ariana Grande? Bestie, please don't take this the wrong way, but you're built like a Bitmoji. Where's the dress from? It looks so good. Urban Outfitters. Okay, I saw this. You can delete it now. Why don't people like wearing them? I love wearing mine. Same. I feel so protected. I don't know why. I lied. I don't have retainers. I don't even know what retainers look like. I just felt like lying. I've developed an obsession with letting my cat put his paws on my keyboard and then letting him type, so please ask him questions and he will respond. Opinion on capitalism. Just a note, but please don't put lipstick on pets. A lot of them can have allergic reactions to it. You never know. That's why we have animal testing. That's not what animal testing is. Guys, I don't know how much longer Okay, I've read this in so many videos, but this is true. I have no idea, and a lot of my friends are becoming engineers. I'm so sorry for your loss. Where are those pants from, Queen? So sorry. He's hot. OMG, he's a murderer. Never mind. Are you drinking a lot? Your nose is really red, like my alcoholic uncle's. He has liver failure. You should get it checked out. First of all, it's blush. Second of all, what made you think this was a relatively good or productive thing to say to someone? Well, why is she cosplaying as someone with liver failure? It's hurtful. I live with my boyfriend, and when I want to clean, I just pretend I work in a nursing home, and he's 90. One sniff, and we're all gone. Guys, I'm throwing up so violently. He's going to see if the video got 700 likes. Now, which one of you fuckers shared this? Stop sharing it before I end your entire bloodline. Guys, please, I'm gonna poop myself. Why can 27 of you feel the need to share a useless video? Hell, 21 years ago, I was born in a hospital. 3 years later, the woman who had me gave birth again in the same hospital. The baby that was born turned out to be my sister, and the woman who gave birth is our mother. Harvard hung up. One species of box jellyfish has 24 eyes. Each group of 4 kept on each side of its roughly cubed body. It has eyes within its eyes and sees you. Something the matter? Does the concept of a 24-eyed gelatinous cube with venomous strings attached coming at you sound unappealing? Girls under 14 ask. Girls over 15 answer. How do I make garlic bread? Is it wrong I get tired of my friends? I really love them a lot. Sometimes I hide away from them and ignore calls, and I feel super guilty about it. Not Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. I think you're a tad late. That happened like 3 years ago. I was on a camping trip and I didn't have Wi-Fi. My hamster is always on the verge of tears. How do I comfort him? Imagine getting kidnapped with a stuffy nose and they tape your mouth. Bro is breathing for like 5 people. First tattoo was a TikTok sign because it meant a lot to me. Bro ate all of the webs. Okay, I'm about to die, but why is this tornado low-key serving? When you pick up a quarter off the ground, you're making $450 an hour for 2 seconds. Day 1 of waterboarding myself. You draw lesbian furries. How embarrassing. Handcuffing deaf people takes away their freedom of speech. Did anyone else have a dream so traumatizing as a kid that you still remember it today? I can't stand babies with adult names. Like, no, I don't want to hold Samuel. Pinky promise. I want to break it. Never mind. Let's not. It's actually so unique. I love. Please don't ever change for someone else's standards. You are beautiful. Holy, what a beak. Can you all send gifts? I think I need a new house. Bro's house is on fire. If I die and I see pitch black forever, I'ma be pissed. Quick question. What is everyone going to name their children when they get older? Bartholomew Jameson. Yeah, we're doomed. Why did my doctor put this on my chart? High risk of homosexual behavior. Imagine going to a restaurant, ordering a burger, and when you take a bite, a huge metal spike stabs you in the cheek and drags you to outer space. Being a fish must be terrifying as fuck. Your jail time is how long it takes you to solve a Rubik's Cube. How long are you sentenced? For life. Just met my internet best friend, and I hate her. Ordering your last meal before the electric chair. Yeah, I reckon homeless people will appreciate that a lot. My boyfriend paid for his college tuition with my credit card. If you're born deaf, what language do you think in? I have the same name as some girl's abusive ex, and now I'm being attacked in my comments. Me pretending to live my life normally, after finding a picture of my bedroom on Pinterest that I didn't even take myself. He's so real for this. Just threw up a hairball, thinking about how female cats have to give birth to multiple kittens. I'm muted, by the way. Show him crab rave. Thinking about the time I got got so drunk, I sent my ex 5k and could not pay rent, so I moved back in with my parents. Men don't build stuff like this anymore. They just wear 3-inch shorts and cheat. Attending the family dinner, and then they bring up the time I got my Spanish teacher pregnant. You never actually stop clapping. The time between claps just become longer. When I die, don't look for me in the clouds. I will be chasing you up the stairs when you turn off the light. The way we treat moths versus the way we treat butterflies is the perfect example of pretty privilege. Does anyone else low-key want their crushes to get hit by a truck and die, so you don't have to think about them anymore? We told him he has to fight a big sheep today. He said he could do it, but reality is setting in. Little man is stressed. I thought my airbag was joking for a second until I saw this. Is anyone embarrassed of their Roblox username they made years ago? Mine was chocolate Skittles, and everyone was like, ain't that M&M's? Me losing an argument. The letter. I thought the letters spelled out, I'm in your walls for a second. Wait, I have been diagnosed with autism and ADHD. I'm so proud of you. Your ancestors are smiling upon you. I'd literally rather be called ugly. I have never seen someone with the same body type as me. I've always felt like I looked like an ogre, but you're gorgeous, and now I'm trying to be more brave. Me when I realize old people don't spawn in as old people, and I'm actually going to be old someday. When you successfully make the dog vomit up the panties, but now the couple is arguing because no one seems to know who the panties belong to. No, cause now that I think of it, how did we not run out of phone numbers? Serious question though. Why are the Kardashians family famous? Like, what did they do, or what are they known for? After my funeral, I want one of my friends to take my phone and text everyone, thanks for coming. What if oxygen is poisonous, and it just takes 75 to 100 years to kill us? What if all the ancient Greek sculptures are actually victims of Medusa? I come from a family where we don't talk about our feelings. I have no idea how to comfort you. I'm sorry. I had a buddy that would set his normal alarm plus a separate alarm for 3 a.m. so that he would wake up in the middle of the night and be excited about how much sleep longer he had left. I'm still not sure if he was a genius or a psycho. When a customer I was ringing up put her card in the wrong way and then apologized and said, sorry, it's the brain cancer, and then started crying. This is insane to me. One thing about me is I can watch a movie or whole series in 20 minutes. It starts to get boring. I skip it. There's too much talking. I skip it. I've started watching them in 1.5 times speed on Netflix. Lifesaver. The haircut I gave myself last night. There is no logical way to prove you're not insane if you're wrongly locked up in an insane asylum. Real guys don't ask for the name of a song. They just search whatever lyrics up they hear and hope for the best. Imagine getting jumped by some Egyptians and one of them says, relationship with cousin is okay until you both broke up, and then you see each other in every family wedding. Our Uber driver asked us if we were gay, and when we told him yes, he changed from the radio station to play holy choir music when the whole house is arguing because you accidentally called your mum she. When you see that one random guy that your friend group turned into a meme, unbeknownst to them out in public. My friend almost crashed their car because they saw him at a gas station. Understandable. Girls cry over anything, I swear to God. And men commit 98% of violent crime. Worry about yourself first. When I have feelings for someone, but then I remember I'm asexual. Hello, I am Robin. I'm also on the ace spectrum. Here's a flower for you. Side-eye. I knew I was a risky person when I started farting in public with noise-cancelling headphones on. Bro really thinks clown sus clown self is valid. Like, arrest use proper English, those are nouns. Me accepting cookies on every website, not knowing what it means. They're going to take my blood, and I used to vape. They're going to know the flavor too, by the way. Girl, that stays in your system for 10 years. I went to juvie for 45 years because of it. They executed me when they found out. Your feet are pretty long. What shoe size are you? 9, but they grew to 14. Fuck you mean they grow? What I wore today with my scoliosis brace corset, not croquette, but crooked. Your hat, where is it from? Guess. Bruh, don't play games, just tell us where you got it from. It's Guess, like the brand Guess. Me, an empath, seeing someone run over my grandma at full speed with a bus. Me getting a bad vibe from them. Trying to give my cat body dysmorphia. If I open my mouth, I'm the villain. Can we talk about how aunties always mention your weight, but they don't address their pregnant husbands? I dated my cousin, but like, we aren't blood. I had a Caesar in my room, with this video playing, Home Alone, and this sound played for around 45 minutes. I am so sorry, please forgive me for laughing. Getting my dead dad to help me find my missing vape. What it feels like to be a rotisserie chicken. People come over to your house and are like, can I get myself a glass of water? And you're like, sure. And you look over and they've literally chosen the most random glass you've ever seen. My boyfriend and I just reviewed our bank accounts and realized we can retire and live comfortably without ever working again, as long as we die by Sunday. Me at the store, buying something that says it can feed 2 to 3 people, knowing fully well I'm going to eat the whole thing in 5 minutes. Alcohol is more socially acceptable to drink in public than milk. When he says his love language is physical, so I hit him with my car. Why is the Duolingo audio thing in my bird, in my pot. Bleh. Addiction rehab can cost thousands of dollars and you get $0 in return. Meanwhile, one more spin on the slot machine only costs 1 to 10 and you can earn thousands. Spend wisely. When will people what the fuck? The fact our planet doesn't get heavier with buildings because all of the materials used to build were already here. I found some earbuds. What's a good song to listen to for beginners? We put him in a SOG because he kept trying to eat the turkey. Us in IKEA showrooms pretending to be a toxic married couple. Isn't it weird that we have a hand that can do everything? And there's this one person hand sits there like, I don't know how to hold a pencil. Your future doctor definitely cheating in school right now. So you better start eating healthy. Me working a minimum wage job, not in a normal person way, but a famous person's humble backstory way. Me watching people queue for half an hour for the flight we all have assigned seats on. I don't even remember being a baby. One day I just woke up and I was 4. Do you ever think about how everyone has had an uncomfortable poop? Like, just imagine the Pope gripping the toilet, trembling in his cheeks as he asks God for forgiveness, staring at my mum after she revealed my deepest, darkest secret to make our guests laugh. Bro, if trees give out oxygen, why don't they just put trees in the ocean so we can breathe underwater? Your mum is so slow, it took her 9 months to make a joke. Instead of working 8 hours a day, why not work 2,920 hours in one day and chill for the rest of the year? I hate when people say she struggles with autism. No I don't. I'm actually really good at it. Mind your business. That moment when you realize 2006 is as far away as 2040. Donate 1 kidney, you're a hero. Donate 10, and you're suddenly under investigation. When you're suddenly out in public and get a random wave of sadness and then all of your friends are annoying. Everything is loud and you're contemplating why you even exist. Do celebrities ever get called for jury duty? Imagine standing on trial and you see DJ Khaled chilling there. No, cause how does the bus driver close the door when he gets out? Freezing my hot water for later so I don't have to boil it again. When my mom tried to pay a popular guy from my high school to pretend to date me so I would not seem like a loser, and the guy said no and then posted about it on his Snapchat story that everyone at my school followed. When there was an argument in the group chat but you were asleep. When your mom calls your name and then doesn't say anything afterwards. Why do they do this? The most dangerous game to play is resting your eyes in the morning after shutting off your alarm. The average person falls asleep in 7 minutes. Who the hell are these people? Who makes children's wigs? My little cousin is so damn bald-headed. When I wanted a cat, so I just went outside and caught one instead of adopting or buying. I love how there's a you are not the father and no, you are not the mother. Me after talking crap about my physics teacher to my algebra teacher and then seeing them hold hands at Target the same day. Mom, can you help me with something? 20-second activity. Dad, can you help me with something? 16-hour manual labor. When he thinks I'm cheating because I won't show him my phone, but it's because I have baby pictures of him that I found while stalking his mom's Facebook. I told my grandpa everyone is wearing pink to see the Barbie movie, so he wanted to wear his best hat to see Indiana Jones. POV, you are hiding in the bathroom because you have to tell a patient they have terminal cancer and you're scared they're going to be mad at you. What hurts more than being yelled at? Being skinned alive, probably. When you get in bed at 10 p.m. and you're going to say you're gonna get a good night's sleep, but now it's 3:37 a.m. and you're just deep on TikTok. You just watched a man put together a table from IKEA, only using his feet. What if this spider you had killed in your home had spent his entire life thinking that you were his roommate? Ever think about that? No, you only think about yourself. When he finds out I've been buying his fat homie snacks to spy on him. Nah, because why do we all got that one friend that is literally so incredibly smart, but somehow also the dumbest person you know? I swear, planning something with your friends is the hardest thing ever. One guy has no money, another guy doesn't have a ride, another guy has strict parents, and the last guy cancels last second. What would become 100% worse if it were to become invisible? When you clean the vacuum cleaner and you realize you are the vacuum cleaner. POV, me having a sandwich and realizing I can't figure out if there's 365 birthdays or 8 billion birthdays. My 7-year-old daughter bought me Spider-Man Crocs for my 44th birthday. Spider-Man is our favorite. I kicked him out of my bed because he was biting my face and hands, and now he is staring at me with this face, hyperventilating on the plane because my pilot just told me my entire family got in a crash and is being airlifted to hospital as we speak. Going to meet my parents outside baggage claim because I made it all up in my head to pass the time. POV, you're at an adults only party hotel and there's one girl with goggles and floaties. It's your girlfriend. Hot take, put pictures of missing people on packs of cigarettes. Smokers are the only people standing outside in all kinds of weather. together. Me, just staring at a cute boy with a middle part, longish hair. Duets are on, by the way. Our Uber driver kept trying to flirt, and he asked me if I had a man. With zero hesitation, I said, I am a man. Now it's a silent drive home. Me practicing how to be blind, just in case I go blind. Dads be like, go help your mother. Bro, go help your wife. Trying to fall asleep, but then a random burning question pops up into my head that has to be googled straight away. This falter reminds me of my dad. My dad is dead. Me having a conversation with gang, but she's wearing a jacket half zipped, female Nike tag. Are you serious? You said your phone wasn't working, but I see you commenting. We are seriously over. Don't ever talk to me again. Help, my teacher pulled out a knife and is going around the school. So I ran, and she's in the class. I'm hiding. She is getting closer, bro. Escape the evil teacher. Fanfiction writers typing out literally any obscure innuendo instead of the word pee-pee. Can y'all stop making fun of my school chair? Yes, my parents took several home from work to have with permission. Some people can't afford fancy chairs. Go break your back posture with your cool gaming chairs or whatever. I'm chill with my back cracker 9000. I bet y'all $100. You can't name a drink we don't have. My girlfriend's piss. In second grade, our teacher told us to write the largest 3-digit number we could think of, and I wrote 629, and everyone else wrote 999, and then they put me in the special ed room for 4 months. If you turn 629 upside down, it's still 629. This is how I trick my brain into being happy. I zip tie my hands and feet together in my own bathroom. Maybe he's not mansplaining, maybe he's just neurodivergent and a little anxious and excited to share his special interest with you. Sometimes men are just humans. It's not always that deep. I promise there is a chance he's just weird and wants to talk about whatever tickles his brain. When he can't argue with you, because he's in jail, so he sends letters. 10-year-old me finding out that rotten tomatoes was a good thing. The tomatoes are rotten because you didn't throw them. OMG, thank you. No girlie, I just made this up. I don't know if it's true. Shitty superpowers. You can jump 0.5% higher if you consume an entire ketchup bottle. The effect is permanent and stackable. If your name has a Y in it, you're automatically annoying. Bye. Benjamin, mind the business that pays you. Someone is mad. Your name is Samsung. LMFAO, LMFAO. When my crush told me he was into girls who liked anime, so I posted this. Anime is life. Holy fuck shit. This is like the 10 commandments, bro. How are kids vaping these days? When I was a kid, I was trying to figure out how they got cars into malls. Damn, I accidentally made a 6-inch long cookie. Who would ever want that? 6 is too big. A 3-inch cookie is just as, if not more functional, and easier to fit in your mouth. So who would ever want a 6 over 3? No, someone told me why I'm literally pissing blood. Update, I searched it. I have cancer. I'm crying so hard. Me, age 90, really looking forward to being reunited with my wife in heaven. Then realizing she probably got back with my brother up there because she married him first. Whoever named Frogs got it 100% right. Those things are frogs. Projecting the Emoji Movie all over my former landlord's house on loop at max brightness and volume because he kicked me out of my apartment without any warning and kept my stuff. Would you rather, for that number, cut off all your hair, burn all of your clothes, never get married? What are you doing for 8 million? Deleting all social medias, never going outside again. I'm doing both. When your nose is stuffed and you lay there thinking about the time it wasn't stuffed and how you took breathing for granted. I feel so bad watching the Barbie movie because this is what she looks like now in Barbie Land. When you learn years later that dwarf hamsters hibernate and your 4-month-old hamster may have not died and probably did not need to be buried and given a full funeral. Thinks wearing navy, black pullover sweater is peak fashion. His nose is pretty weird. Where did he get it? He had to have 2 life-saving brain surgeries where they had to go through his nose. His nose collapsed from it. Not something to be happy about. Slay. TikTok users in a theater when the movie is longer than 5 seconds and doesn't feature a slowed and reverbed pop song. When I accidentally put a $100 note in my pocket at work. Damn, I just got fired. POV, you hit the thrift store jackpot, but now you have to do the walk of shame home. Practicing for the most stressful 15 seconds of my life before my flight. I love it when customers say, my compliments to the chef. Sir, we don't have a chef back there. That's little Pedro. He's 17, higher than a kite, and has only been here for a month, but sure, I will tell him. 3rd grade me, having my mum sign my reading log, claiming I read 7 hours a day for the whole summer. Me and my boyfriend got an apartment. We have no furniture yet, not even a table to eat at, and he comes home with a 75-inch TV. I'm going to be real, I pay zero attention to them gas prices. I mean, what else am I going to do? Walk. Me waiting a few seconds before answering my mum's phone call to make it seem like I'm not on my phone 24/7. When I was 13, I wanted to be popular, so I searched up how to be popular, and it said to be a baddie, and I thought that meant being a bad person, so I threw a chair at my teacher. I hate arguing with people who don't have any sisters. I know I just rolled my eyes at you and called you a slur and told you your opinion is probably why your father never loved you, but geez, it was a joke. What do you mean you don't want to get McDonald's McDonald's McFlurries with me. You're still angry about it. It was 30 minutes ago. Grow up. When someone who doesn't know my dad died asks how he's doing, and I'm in the mood to make people feel bad. Me trying to figure out when state and federal tax worked 5 hours of my shift. Spotify should have a music soulmate in their yearly wrap where they match you with the person that has the most similar music taste to you based on your listening habits. On our first date, I asked her to split the check. She agreed, but then after we paid, she took my phone while I was in the restroom and Venmo'd her half of the bill back to herself. She wrote, "Real girls don't split the bill. We've been together ever since. No job pays you to do nothing. Olympic lifeguards. Celebrating because no matter how bad it gets." My grandma with dementia died thinking I was marrying Harry Styles and frequently asked me how he was doing. Can a school teacher give a homeless kid homework when you're eating cookies at grandma's house? And she proceeds to say the most racist thing you can imagine. I can't relate. If I ever got sentenced to the electric chair, I would be pouting the whole time and just deeply sighing and kind of looking off longingly and curled up by a window or something until some intuitive empath helping arrange my death noticed and asked how I'm doing. And I would say, "I'm fine." And he would go, "You're not fine, I can tell." And then he'd let me go and then I would be free. Do regular dogs see police dogs and be like, "Oh, it's the cops"? Bruh, if someone with braces dies, do they get buried with them on? Unlike an airport dad, I've got an anti-airport dad. It's 9:45, getting picked up at 10 for an 11:30 flight, has not packed, on a work call and strolling around the house doing nothing, saying he has plenty of time. The airplane is the most lawless place known to man. It is 7:30 here. It's 7:30 a.m. There are senior citizens drinking gin and tonics. The man next to us asked the stewardess to mix vodka with a Sprite, and she did not bat an eye. I can smell someone painting their nails. An old man is doing jumping jacks. The rules of society do not apply in the air. Leaving my house at 8, hoping I make it for work by 8. Bro, I absolutely hate the beach. It's so dirty and understimulating. But my wife wants to sit out here all day. No games, no TV, no nothing. Like, you've seen one wave. You've seen them all. Let's wrap it up. My grandpa who doesn't know I'm trans, but just accepts that he has a muscular granddaughter with a deep voice. Before my Grammy passed, she had dementia and thought I was born her grandson. It actually felt really nice, being able to be called grandson before. My grandpa calls me little man, and I'm not even trans. I'm just slightly masculine. Some people are walking around who are still it from recess 20 years ago and don't even know it. I wanted motivation to work out, so I watched a bunch of zombie movie scenes at midnight, got myself really scared, then went outside with my headphones playing scary zombie chase horror soundtracks. I don't think I've ever ran so fast in 3 minutes in my life. I got so scared I almost passed out because it was so foggy, and I saw a person, then started crying and running even faster because in my head that was a zombie. Bro, what? I be getting ideas. Am I the only one who thought 30% chance of rain meant it's going to be 30% chance it's going to rain? POV, trying to explain fire ants are mostly male after 10,000 spill out of the cake at the gender reveal party. Oh, it's weirder than that. Males of at least one males of at least one fire ant us. Am I dumb or is this just stupid? Short-lived, I'm not reading this. This girl asked me to hang out and just pulled into an empty parking lot and has us watch Impractical Jokers on her phone. POV, a plane is crashing, but you jump out right before it lands. Whoever is writing my show, please spice it up or the next month will be the series final. What if our whole life is a dream and we are still in kindergarten taking a nap? We might listen to the same music, but I listen to it better than you. Save money by only buying the lenses and not the frames. POV, you were a little too honest with your therapist. Why does switching babies at the hospital low-key feel illegal? How the hell does traffic even happen? Like bro, just keep on driving. When you start believing every TikTok like your mom believes every Facebook post. Anytime anyone says something about their dad, please, my dad literally died 3 hours ago. The Grim Reaper works hard, but the TikTok algorithm works harder. Bro's body turned into the phone when you finally convince him to go to therapy and the therapist advises him to break up with you. Museums are actually so insane. Like, why are you charging me $30 to see some statue you stole 200 years ago? Give it back or let me in for free. When your dad was murdered and your mum got a cardboard cutout of him and he's just chilling at the dinner table. Schools get mad at you for missing school, so they make you miss more school. Being a procrastinator, but also a perfectionist, so you are constantly stressed about quality of your work you haven't even started. When I wanted a cat, so I just went outside and caught one instead of adopting/buying. Sometimes I call missing child posters and scream, "Mummy, help me, please." Why do girls say laugh my ass off when they don't even have one? People always tell introverts to be more talkative and leave their comfort zones, but no one ever tells extroverts to shut the fuck up and make the zone comfortable. How did I fail anatomy? My brain literally knows where all of my organs are, but won't tell me. When everyone rubs your pregnant girlfriend's stomach and says congratulations, but no no one rubs your balls and says, well done. When my family paid a Mr. Beast lookalike to visit me in hospital, and I was too high to realize, if SeaWorld wants to cost $60, I'm taking something home with me. POV, I notice I'm losing attention on a date. Why shower every day when you can just shower 365 times in one day and be good for the rest of the year? Trust my gut, the same gut that shit my pants last month. Yeah, I don't think so. When they cheated on me while I was in the psychic ward, so I faked my death for 2 weeks and pretended to haunt them by leaving sticky notes on their car saying, when I say forever, I mean forever, baby. Younger me first hearing about the Illuminati like they were going to be a daily problem. When I leaned in to kiss him and he threw his hands in the air and said, yay, before we started making out. Me, proofreading a professional email for the 10th time to make sure I did not call the CEO's mother a slur and that the attachment file is my resume and not a video of me dancing naked. Caught her cheating and sent a screenshot. I'm expecting her, sorry. She said, you thought you ate and blocked me, bro. Me dyeing my hair blonde so my future kids will have blonde hair. 3 of the hardest things for people to say. 1, I was wrong. 2, I need help. 3, Worcester sauce. When you broke up 6 months ago, but still sneak in while he is sleeping, cause I miss seeing him sleep. I just know he actually sleeps after sending goodnight. Freedom of expression goes crazy. I control my dogs through emotional manipulation. Dating a religious girl is the best. I cheat, she finds out, then we pray about it and blame the devil. He remembers in middle school when we used to get detention for eating the hidden rotting corpse inside the janitor's closet, attending the family dinner, and they bring up the time I got my Spanish teacher pregnant. Think you're smart. You studied for 10 hours and got 96%. I studied for 20 minutes and got 32%. That's 96% an hour versus your 0.96 hour. Therefore, I'm 10 times smarter than you. How to effectively hush a toddler. Things in my radioactive isolation room that just make sense. This filter is so realistic. It felt like Thor was coming inside of me. Shake your head to see how photogenic you are. Hey, I just wanted to let you know you're bold. When I go to turn on something for us to watch and her entire house surveillance pops up, doing the chica dance every day until I get a girlfriend. When my girlfriend wants to put missing child posters around for her little brother, but it has her number on it. Never was much of a romantic. I used to beg him to stop cheating on me by giving him money. You ever cry so hard you wake up like this? No. 4 signs you are bisexual. Number 5, you like men and women. That is not really relevant. I was not born in the wrong generation. I was not supposed to be born at all. My mum missed her doctor's appointment. Me, listening to my friend they passionately recommend a series that they love. I will literally never watch a single episode of this show. My little cousin turns 4 next month, but money is tight, so we are not going to tell her. Maybe ghost of insects you've killed come back to haunt you, and that's why you feel a bug crawling on you sometimes, when there's actually not. Can you make a video on breathing underwater? Because it does not seem very real. Water is H2O, 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. Me, seeing almost everyone my age depressed and stressed out. Sorry, my dad died. The reason why I feel safe walking alone at night. Gary, everyone's saying it's breakup season, but he is not going anywhere. Me, explaining how it's actually really awesome that fire burns in the visible light, because otherwise we would be fucked. POV, your AirPods are noise cancelling and your phone is on do not disturb, so you don't realize you just ran through an active shooting. My dad, famous multi-billionaire, used to lock me in a closet while he jumped on his mini trampoline for an hour straight, eating the ingredients of a salad because I am too lazy to make one. You don't look French. What if April Fool's is actually on April 2nd and we've been April Fooled this entire time? When my dad starts using Bible verses against me in an argument, so I have to humble him with, the Bible did not seem to apply when you were cheating on mum, and he stays silent. When he opens my laptop and sees himself as a sim, married to my sim with 4 kids and a housemaid. Sometimes I have thoughts of having my limbs being cut off or being hospitalized or getting hit by a truck so people will finally feel sorry for me. What does this mean? Sometimes I like to use my empty liquor bottles as water bottles just to keep the neighbors guessing. Why is your dog really fucking ugly? That's the real question. When we were laying in bed together, he looked into my eyes lovingly and said, "You're the first Actually, no, you're not. Never mind. Are there any words without vowels in it? Hospital. So close. Telling a therapy client that the reason they self-sabotage is because it allows them to predict what is going to happen, which creates an illusion of self-control. I'm sick of pretending car guys aren't just like horse girls. Why do you try to scare your autistic friends by randomly stopping and staring at them? Are you legally considered alive? My son in the United States dressed up on the daily. I bet he does not even go to Harvard. When a client wants to trauma dump first session. No, stop. My dad and I are afraid of dwarf. This isn't funny. You look like a divorced dad who dates 10 to 23-year-olds as a way to cope. No offense though. Big fan. When I'm minding my own business, and I remember he would literally ask permission to hit me whenever he was mad, and I told him if he ever hurt me, it would be okay. I'm and I wouldn't leave him. I love how there's "you are not the father" and "no, you are not the mother." POV, you are laughing non-stop with your best friend, and you keep adding things, which makes it even more funnier, and you can barely breathe. My parents, when they watched 2 layers of my flesh get ripped off my arm, and realized I wasn't fake whining about my cast burning for 6 months, and that the doctor really put my cast on severely wrong. Growing up and learning, I actually had a chance with like half of the YouTubers I had a crush on at 12. Africa is beautiful. Does Africa have houses? When I gave an ugly guy a chance on Bumble, and we went on a beach date 30 minutes from my dorm, but once I set up my spot, he said he forgot something in his car. He left and blocked me. When anyone asks me if I remember the guy I dated who was secretly homeless, had no car, and used my phone to cheat on me, was camping, and woke up to this horse watching me sleep, me explaining that during a nuclear explosion, there is a certain distance of the radius where all the frozen supermarket pizzas are cooked to perfection. I hate when people take my glasses and say, "Wow, you really can't see." No shit, I don't take a random person's wheelchair and say, "Wow, you really can't walk." Guys be 21, dating 16-year-olds, saying, "My life's a movie." Yeah bro, the Predator. Girl, you're looking radiant. Did you cause your parents to divorce? Just went out wearing my 1920s clothes and heard a girl ask her mum if I was a ghost, to which her mum replied, "No, I think that's just a lesbian." She told me, "I wonder what our kids are going to look like." No, they are going to wonder what I look like. Me, when a friend asked if I wanted to meet their boyfriend and they pulled up character AI. Sometimes when I need to get a ton of cleaning done, I put on a 50s top hits playlist and I pretend I'm a housewife whose husband will beat her if the house isn't spotless. Works like a charm. Writing his name on my thigh. Oswald. Bro, whose name is Oswald? Goofy name. Bro, this ain't the 1800s. I've never met anyone in my life named Oswald. You have the eyes of a tortured Victorian child. I love it. I was born in the wrong generation. I don't want to do schoolwork anymore. Send me to the coal mine. Me, finding couples public collaborative playlists and adding toxic songs to them. Me, when I pay an Etsy witch $10 to put a curse on my ex and then he died. My eye contact when smashing the no tip button on the iPad. When I found out that he cheated on me, and instead of breaking up, I made a fake account and sent him the proofs and told him that if he did not send me the money, I would send everything to his girlfriend. When he has a praise kink. How can you drive if you are visually impaired? Someone said there is no reason for you to raise your hand to knock on a door. Our Uber driver asked us if we were gay, and when we told him yes, he changed the radio station to play the holy choir music. Bro, I need to stop applying for random jobs. Now I have to go to Mars in 1 hour. POV, she cheated on you, so you make a nice bath with her candles and roses and then throw a toaster in the bathtub and she dies. Giving homeless people alcohol. Times are changing. Femboys are taking over. Redo your first emoji. Mine. Greek will destroy Turkey. My family died in a house fire. Thumbs up. An open enemy is better than a false friend. Bro knows because Brutus betrayed him too. When my mum lectures me on how she used to focus on her schoolwork, but my dad was her high school teacher. Creating a harsh and traumatizing environment so my plant can grow big and strong, just like my parents did for me. I was going to do this dance alone, but then my dad started mimicking me. Lovely. My dad beat me often. Hobbies include literally just sitting there, listening to music, and reading the lyrics at the same time, like captions on a movie. Gaslighting me does not work because I already don't trust my memory, and I don't care what actually happened. Maturing is realizing you don't need fun to have alcohol. Finding out that my boyfriend's apology was written by AI. Me, tweeting Nikki sucks from my kidnapper's phone in his basement so the Barbs can dox my location when they move you to a new store because the whole team quit and you find out it's because a homeless man crawled into the ceiling and died and they did not find him for 3 months. I cannot take any guy seriously with a girly birthday. What do you mean you were born on February 6th, May 21st? It's giving me the ick. In my 14 years on this earth, I have never seen a ginger Asian with black hair. I had a child today order just ranch. I didn't know what to do, so I gave him a bowl of ranch and watched him eat it like soup. I accidentally bumped into a lady once and apologized. She responded with, "Oh, don't apologize to me. I'm actually a really awful person," and walked away. I think about that interaction randomly all the time. When you space out in class and realize you are just a mind and a body, you could get up, scream, dance, do anything, but then people would look at you like you are crazy. Student life hack. If you are stressed about an important deadline, go for a walk and hope a car will hit you. Me and my friends in high school, when we did No Medicine Fridays and purposely did not take our ADHD meds to wreak havoc on the school. Personally, I believe I'm not meant to work. No job is my dream job. Why would I dream of labor? I dream of looking pretty, living a soft and feminine life. I remember way too many small details about people, so I have to act dumb sometimes so I don't freak them out. In 2018, I ghosted a girl and she commented my phone number on all One Direction members' Instagrams saying Harry's number leaked and I had to change my phone phone number 3 times. Me, remembering the time I walked in on my boyfriend cheating on me, and I left and came back 5 minutes later and asked to join. They declined. This guy I married in Minecraft in 8th grade is getting married to his real-life fiancé in May. The worst part is that he invited me. We e-dated for a full year when I was 13. Our physics teacher testing our boats in full clothes with shoes on. My mom was a gambling addict when we were younger. We lost our cars, our house, a business with major contracts, homeless for years, go to rehab. That is a weird way of saying your mom is bad at gambling. Me, remembering that in 7th grade I texted my crush without me when she said she was showering. I married a man who smiled at me when the ultrasound tech told us our baby did not have a heartbeat anymore. My dad trying to find the car keys to drive me to the hospital because I was dying. My mom hiding them. I believed in God as a child because I always felt so moved during worship songs, and then once I went to a One Direction concert and felt the same thing and realized I just like live music. When he found out I checked his altitude on Snap Maps so I could see if he was hanging out on the female or male floor dorm. Went to a function and did not have to say a single word. I had a random woman come up to me and say, "I don't know what it is about you, but you are radiating. Mummy never loved me vibes, kissed me, then left. I think about her every night. Plastic surgery, gone wrong. Nope, just born ugly." When a former hospital volunteer proudly told the story of when she snuck into a room and baptized a stillborn baby against the parents' wishes, because if she did not, the baby would spend eternity in flames. When I'm scrolling TikTok like a normal person and remember that my mom and her only son are in a romantic relationship and they want me to move in with them so we can be a family again. When I pushed my little brother's head into the wall, trying to beat him to the car on an Easter morning in 2007 to go to my grandparents' house, and he just died. I'm racist, but damn. Me, after spending 10 years in medical school so I can perform my homie's prostate exam. Me when my ex and I broke up and he came into my house to say bye and thank you to my parents, and my mom started crying and said, "I'm so sorry, you deserve so much better than her." Like she wasn't lying. But what the fuck, mom? Why did you have to say that? When my ex's first cousin sends me a picture of them sleeping together because she thinks it'll make me jealous. Make a vodka sauce pasta with me because I'm grounded. Because I tried to charter a helicopter from New York to Maryland on my dad's credit card because I wanted to have dinner with my camp friend. I cannot wait to be old as hell, opening Snapchat to have memories from 50 years ago, and it's me crying over a guy who played me, but they are dead, so I posted on my private story laughing. "You look feminine and weak. What the fuck is this?" Me, after talking crap about my physics teacher to my algebra teacher, and then seeing them at Target holding hands the same day. "Oni-chan, I lost my dad. $40 per cookie is too much. Tell it about climate change." Dude, stop doing the golden Freddy pose. You are scaring the kids. If I can't smile, no one can. "Shannon, please return my only child. I know you do not remember who I am because you have dementia, but I would appreciate my child." Me, staring at her oversized shirt, trying to figure out if she just likes wearing oversized shirts or it's one of her exes. I'm also not mentally stable. A customer making a completely normal and reasonable request. Me, fantasizing about taking my life in front of them. When women decided to fight for our rights, so now I have homework to do. I just have zero riz. Absolutely zero. Just tried flirting with someone by putting their text in ChatGPT and asking for it. Flirty and Gen Z cool replies to their text. POV, you visit your man in federal prison every weekend. Why does it low-key feel kind of illegal to steal from stores? Me making my man sign that even if we break up, when I want more kids, he will give them to me because I want all of my kids to be fully related. Atheists when they realize they watched Godzilla instead of Sciencezilla. When she says it's weird to get on your hands and knees in the shower, and imagine you're a rhinoceros experiencing the first savanna rain after an extended drought. I must try this unreal experience right away. When my parents ask how I slept, but I'm literally addicted to that mobile game where you sort different colors of water into tubes, and every time I closed my eyes, I just imagined new levels of the game. Me, being excited to have an online friend group. They were all one person faking a whole friend group. The European mind cannot comprehend this. Soon, you will swell with my child and be kept. How I looked at the cashier after handing them a piece of paper with $1 billion written in green crayon. I can't wait to be old. I'm going to go to diners alone to make young people sad. I might even pull a picture of my still alive wife to make those tears really roll. When you break up during work and your manager says, "That is why we stay off our phones." POV, you played Truth or Dare and you got dared to go home. Who said white people don't season their food? Did you notice when Dream put the mask back on, the air quality in the east cleared up a bit? This falter is so Lana. No, because I want to be in New York City right now. It's so vintage. POV, your boyfriend cheats on you with your mum, then marries her, which results in you losing the most two important people in your life at the same time, and you are just supposed to move on and stay quiet about it while pretending it does not faze you at all. When I weighed his nuts before and after he left left his boys' night. Deleted some pictures of my first newborn nephew, the McDonald's app. Me, when I was 11, forgetting that my dad is a serial killer because he bought me a Barbie magazine. When our best friend gets shot right before her hot girl summer, I kicked him out of my bed because he was biting my face and hands, and now he is staring at me, this face. When I was 7, I won a goldfish at a carnival and brought it home, but the next day I thought he looked cold. What the actual fuck? When I was 10, a girl at church camp heard a rumor I was gay, and I woke up to her holding me down by the wrists and yelling Bible verses in my face. I immediately developed a crush on her. My sister thought it would be funny to record the flatline because it looked like I died. My great-grandma used to ground me. Look who's grounded. When I did a DNA test to find my biological dad, and it said he had died a few days before I was even conceived, which did not make sense to me. How could he be my dad if he died before I was even in my mother's stomach? That was until I found out my mom worked at a morgue, and when she got pregnant with me, she got fired for touching the bodies inappropriately. Back when I was single on dating apps, this guy messaged me once, and his opening line for some reason was, "Help, I just burned my rice. What do I do?" I responded almost immediately with, "Quick, put it in a bowl of phones." He then proceeded to unmatch me, and to this day, that's the funniest shit I've said in my entire life, and I still can't believe it was wasted on such an ungrateful recipient. I just learned about what Japan did in World War II in class. I've been shaking and crying ever since. This isn't the Sugeo Japan I know. This can't be real. Japan would never do that. I know from anime that Japan would never do this. I'm not reading that. After drowning 5 bottles of wine, 4 double vodkas, Emily had to reopen the store on the busiest day on the week at 6 a.m. with no cigarettes or vapes for her 9-hour shift. This performance has been compared to that of Michael Jordan playing with the flu in Game 5 of 1997 NBA Finals. Sometimes I use my microwave to pretend someone strapped me to a bomb. So if a Christian astronaut dies in space, do they go to heaven or are they like out of bounds? Me remembering randomly that death is permanent. All of a sudden I want to live. Go to a trampoline park with the gorilla costume. Thank God I'm atheist. Thank who? Me thinking diving under ice is a good idea. I can't find the hole back out. You know that the earth will end in about 5 billion years? Not if I intervene. Don't worry guys, TikTok users said they will handle it. Remembering in 8th grade when I made and laminated N-word passes and sold them for $30 each. Imagine how lit it would be if school was at night. Me thinking about the time I was 10 and I switched 2 babies from their stroller and the mums didn't notice. What did bro do to obtain this? User is suspected to be a part of an online terrorist organization. Please report any suspicious activity to Discord staff. Lester, when's my next heist? Sometimes I'd be calling the numbers on missing dog posters and just bark. How does gatekeeping even work? Wouldn't you like to know? Just got kicked out of church for yelling screw the devil. The hell? I thought we hated that guy. Me versus who he cheated on me with. I understand. I get it. What's a rat? Starting to understand why deers run in front of cars. Eating Burger King like he didn't just Whoa. Bro, can y'all stop using the ice face emoji? Not everyone has an iPhone. Yell is so for real boring. I haven't played Roblox in 15 hours. I can't take it anymore. My part-time job. Me defending a random stranger. We literally teach babies how to speak. So why can't we just raise the animals the same way and teach them too? If you ever see a girl walking alone at night, do not walk towards her. That may scare her and it's really creepy. Instead, sprint on all 4s at her. This makes you resemble a friendly dog. Girls love dogs. She will know you're there to protect her and she will feel safe. Bro is going through it. What is he watching? Plastic wrap yourself to a tree. You think you're old? My mom just offered me $50 to take a shower. Every man wants to see every woman naked, as long as she's not completely hideous. Even relatives. On behalf of all men, we do not claim this man. A doctor a day keeps the apple away. 650 students in this class, and not one of them know I have schizophrenia. If I get pushed in a pool this summer, I'm not swimming back up. Enjoy your murder charge. Now everybody's summer's ruined. Drawing mental illnesses. Asthma. The hell this got to do with life awareness? When I'm hiding behind a door to scare someone, but they taking too long so I just give up. Been eating twice as much as meat, just so that one vegan thinks they're making a difference, is actually making no difference at all. Pro tip for guys, if you plan on going to prison, learn to cut hair. Barbers are greatly appreciated by inmates and you'll like be spared when it comes to prison violence. Why would I plan on going to prison? To focus on gym. Lil bro got suspended and had to come into school with the robot, the masculine urge to take a gorilla, put it inside a fake looking gorilla costume, and set it loose inside of a shopping mall. I FaceTime my girlfriend in the shower and some random dude answered. POV, someone was trying to start a fire in the bathroom. Remembering the time I went to a toilet at my ex's house in the middle of the night, didn't turn the light on, pulled my trousers down and sat on his stepdad's bare lap. If your username would predict the way you die, how will it happen? Going on my lunch break after charging a single mother of 3, $141,000 for an emergency heart surgery. Hating on people is so fun. I'm a hater for real. I wake up every day ready to spread negativity and hopefully ruin lives. I dated a blind girl. She She broke up with me. Guess who's back with a different voice? What if everyone stopped paying their bills? What would the government do? Arrest everyone on Earth? Schools get mad at you for missing school, so they make you miss more school? Remembering how traumatic it was having my stepdad strangle me in bed when I was 11? Remembering what his face looked like? There is no physical evidence that it's Tuesday. We all just have to trust that someone has kept count since the first one ever. Nah, cause how the hell homeless people always have a piece of cardboard, a Sharpie, and sometimes a dog? Do they get a starter pack? Why do girls say laugh my ass off when they don't even have one? I'm really trying hard to not take sides in my parents' divorce, but it's hard when one of them is a messy roommate and the other refuses to account for his whereabouts on January 6th. POV, you've been stuck in an elevator for 2+ hours because the power went out. Hi guys, received a lot of comments asking us to walk up/down instead. However, we can't because it's an escalator and not stairs. 13-year-old me acting like I didn't report a man for kidnapping on Omegle after he confessed he had trapped someone in his basement, showed proof, waited for the police to come, and I watched the police bust down his door. You have to respect other people's opinions. It's literally 6. I was trying to do ASMR and my grandpa literally died. We're showing this at his funeral because it's the last recording of his voice. I'm going to start leaving folded up dollar bills with sugar inside around rich neighborhoods to see how fast I get a Facebook post made about it. I don't know how to explain it, but you just look 2008. I feel sick when we aren't cuddled up together every night. I've been putting a nicotine patch on her for 6 months. Me in the gym, when the girl using the leg press machine literally breaks her legs, but I can't help, otherwise I'll get put on TikTok and labeled as a creep. One time my sister wanted to see if the garage door was strong enough to crush a human, so she put a helmet, elbow, and knee pads on me and made me stand under it while she pressed the button. We said our goodbyes to each other just in case. Grandma wants these cards handed out at her funeral. Based, you look like a Minecraft dirt block. Me after breaking my friend's legs and surprising him with a free wheelchair. Covering my parents' kitchen with peanut butter. OMG. He definitely commented because I'm 15. I thought my boyfriend was cheating, so I grabbed the leftover long hairs that were mine on his bed and took them to a lab to see if they belonged to another girl. When I got the results back, they told me all these hairs belonged to 3 other girls that have been murdered and they had to report it to the police. That day I found out my boyfriend wasn't only a cheater, but a psycho. If you're against incest, just say that you have an ugly family. What? Some woman said my nose was ugly, so I found her address, printed out the comments, and mailed it to her. Guys be in the military talking about, you have no idea how hard it is. My guy, yes I do. That's why I ain't sign up. Me and my ex haven't talked in months, but I just found out that he texted my dad and wished him a happy Thanksgiving, and they play games together on Messenger. Shaving every day until I grow a beard, day 155. When I remember how it felt to grow literal mushrooms in my ears because I wore my AirPods 24/7. Someone said there is no reason for you to raise your hand to knock on a door. It's true. Me after realizing I spoke too much today, and I wasn't as mysterious like I planned. Sometimes I like to fart into my neighbor's security camera. Tonight didn't work out. I'm literally sat waiting for a mental health appointment, and 2 of the doctors just walked past, looked at me, and then pissed themselves laughing. Get brown contacts. Now. I had his location. He unadded and unfollowed every girl. I lived with him. I had his password. I went everywhere with him. I was with him 24/7, and he still found out a way to cheat. Me pressing accept all cookies on every website because I have no sense of internet security, and I think it sounds kinda cute, like, yes ma'am, I do accept your chocolate chip cookies, thank you for offering. Whoever removed 29 and 30 from February, please remove 14. Broke up with this white girl and she took BLM out of her bio. Me every 15 minutes, when I remember what being stabbed felt like. I've been stabbed before too, but I don't cry about it. Me when I was carrying my dead Great Dane in a giant suitcase on the subway to the vet to get cremated, and a guy asked, what's in the bag? And I panicked and said, laptops, and he stole it from me and ran. Not gonna lie, I'd rather make 1 million in 60 million years than 60 million in 1 year. Year 2023. POV, you disagreed with a blue-haired girl. My gym teacher after calling a boy Among Us sussy so often that the kid dropped out of school. Just saw a couple kissing and taking pics with the fireworks, so I asked the dude to hold my phone then walked away and told the cops he took my phone. They ruined my night, so I ruined theirs. You only live one life. Tell that girl you like her. Go on that one trip you've always wanted to go on. Dip your toes in peanut butter and then put them in your mouth. Send me a video of it. You're in her DMs. I bought a mansion across the bay from her home where I stare at a green light emanating from her dock every night while I throw lavish parties hoping someday she'll show up. This guy ate my birth certificate. Nah, but for real, how do blind people know when to stop wiping? I'm not even gonna read the rest of this. That one time I got into an argument with a coworker and got so angry I pooped myself and proceeded to pull down my pants to show him the poop in my pants while screaming, look what you made me do, when you were that certain there was a kidnapped woman in the trunk of your your Uber. So you call 911 and they show up and hear her scream, so they pull him out at gunpoint, traumatizing him for the rest of his life, and then open his trunk to discover it was a defective Minion Happy Meal toy. Me looking at my bro after he said, "Look, hear me out," and proceeds to say the most illegal and outrageously vile thing a human can possibly ever think of. "You look like you snuck onto Earth." All I'm saying is I've never seen a girl make a whole class laugh. The hell did they do with my dog, bruh? Tell me I'm not the only one seeing Walter White on my floor. The idea of being married is so weird. Like, what if I'm having a sad moment late at night and I want to cry in bed and there's just some person there? One time I was waxing a client and a mosquito landed on her bare butt cheek, so I slapped it out of instinct. I was mortified and tried to explain what happened, but the mosquito was nowhere to be found. Playing hide and seek with my house cow. Bro, imagine what the skull emoji looks like. Okay, just don't make fun of me. She wanted a psycho man until I ripped the posters of her missing little brother because it had her number on it. 16th century judges getting 8 hours of deep, unimpeded sleep at night after sentencing a man to be tied to a tree or covered in honey and eaten alive by ants as a punishment for stepping on someone's shoes by accident. This guy really out here with a whole girl and making Sonic edits. POV, you just punched a hole through the flirty goth girl's chest, revealing the wires, metal plating, and CIA wiretaps. Growing up and learning, I actually had a chance with... This is actually crazy. When I was 13, my teacher announced they are trying to have a baby, and I asked if I could join them. Just started listening to rap music. I have a lot of catching up to do. When you're listening to a pathological liar lie to you about absolutely nothing for literally no reason. Don't use Ancestry.com, y'all. Just spent $25 to find out my grandparents are cousins when the teacher everyone thought was gay starts talking about his wife and kids. When I leaned in to kiss him and he threw his hands in the air and said, "Yay," before we started making out. Who remembers in middle school when we used to get into detention for eating the hidden rotting corpse inside the janitor's closet? Did anyone else get into... What? POV. The overly dramatic pick-me girl causing a scene because I ran her grandma over. Not even that deep. When my ex confessed to cheating on me and I asked, "With who?" And this guy said, "Guess." I have zero riz. Absolutely zero. Just tried flirting with someone by putting their text in ChatGPT and asking it for flirty and Gen Z cool replies to their text. I was definitely born in the right generation because I can run around castles and gowns but not have to marry my cousin to ensure the bloodline. 8 charges, 1 case. This looks weird when someone talks about the shadows they see in the corner of their eyes, but there's a chihuahua that follows me and wants me to become racist. When my boyfriend has gotten so addicted to Reddit that last night he started talking in his sleep about how he gets no upvotes, and then he whispered r/woosh, me proofreading a professional email for the 10th time to make sure I didn't call the CEO's mother a slur and that the attached file is my resume and not a video of me dancing naked. Why do you have a video of that? How the hell does traffic even happen? Like, bro, just keep driving. Up until I was 14, I never knew what showering was. I just kinda turn on the shower to get in there and pee and get out. Bruh, I need to stop applying for random jobs on Indeed.com. Now I gotta go to Mars in 1 hour. Me when I'm 40 showing up to the 3rd funeral of the week because I was the only one who didn't vape in high school. When I thought my man was cheating on me, so I slept with his dad, but he was actually planning his proposal to me, and I ruined it. What the fuck? I had to poop, but now I don't. Where did it go? Is it stuck? Is it lost? Did it evaporate? Did it teleport? Will it come back? Did it eat itself? One time I got mildly addicted to Benadryl, and my friends just started sending me Benadryl memes instead of offering help. I don't understand airports. I don't believe these people are even real. Why are 200 people flying to Chicago from that place the same time as me? It's a Monday at 8 p.m., the most random time of the week. Do none of you work? And how is the plane at full capacity? How? It takes less time to drive there. Why did we all make this stupid financial decision? The man next to me is wearing shorts. It's snowing in both cities.